Gentleman next to him.
May I request all the dignitaries to kindly sit down, take your seats. I will begin it. A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Mumbai Educational Trust, Bhujbal Knowledge City, I'm your host, Ashish Srivastava, General Manager, Met Marcom, along with my co-host, Dr. Farida Virani, Professor HR and Behavioral Sciences at Met Institute of Management, and we extend a very warm welcome to you all.
Mumbai Educational Trust is a conglomerate of premier educational institutions established in 1989 with a mission to redefine the system of education. Met is professionally managed, multidisciplinary, and a multifaceted oasis of knowledge. At Met, thousands of students are offered meaningful experiences which promote domain expertise and professionalism, while the faculty delivers unique learning opportunities through ultra-modern infrastructure with an academic rigor. There are about 21 institutes housed in 3 state-of-art campuses located in Mumbai and Nasik.
We have in our midst a tall personality we all look up to. He is none other than our founder chairman, Shri Chhagan Bhujbal sir. Please put your hands together for him. He is a nation builder and an educationist at heart, a stalwart with engineering background whose political and social career spans 5 decades, during which he has held a number of high-ranking civic and political positions such as Mayor of Mumbai, as well as Deputy Chief Minister of Government of Maharashtra. His passion for nation building through academia impelled him to set up the Mumbai Educational Trust way back in 1989. His association with media and entertainment, which is the theme today, goes back to his early days in life. I'm sure you all will be pleasantly surprised to know that our chairman, sir, had keen interest in acting and has acted in many plays during his student life. A smile on sir's face is really pleasant on this. Let me tell you a less known fact. Years ago, there was a college acting competition. Amjad Khan of Sholay fame, who was professionally learning acting, was one of the contestants in that acting competition. When the final results were announced, he was the second. Can you guess who was the first position holder? Yes, you guessed it right. First ranker was our chairman, Shri Chhagan Bhujbal sir. And later, Bhujbal sir also produced and acted in 2 movies. They're named Devat and Naura Baiko. And he also owned and ran a weekly magazine called Prabhanjan. With immense pride and privilege, may I please request our chairman, sir, Shri Chhagan Bhujbal, to come up onto the stage. And I would also request Dr. Das, Deputy Director, Met Institute of PGDM, to please come up onto the stage to felicitate, sir. So onto the stage, please. Thank you so much. requesting our beloved Chairman Sir to kindly deliver the welcome address to the gathering tonight.
Honorable Javed Akhtar Sahab, Honorable Joshi Paul, Chairman and CCO PGDM India, Mr. Bobby Pawar, Chairman and CCO House Group, Raj Kamble, Founder and CCO Famous Innovations, Kunal Vijaykar, Advertising Expert, Pramod Sharma, National Creative Director, Red Fusion Group, Shailesh Ludha, poet, actor, comedian and writer, Swapnil Joshi, film and television actor, Ajit Wadikar, director and writer Wise Films, Shrenik Gandhi, CEO, White River Digital, all media stalwarts, honored guests, MIT trustees, faculty members, staff, alumni, and beloved students. I'm very happy and having immense pleasure that Honorable Javed Akhtar Sahab, they are with us to address this function. जावेद साहब, आपके लिए तो बहुत सारी बातें अभी क्या कहना, इसमें से कोई ऐसा शख्स नहीं है कि जो आपको जानता नहीं है। मैंने हाल ही में जो मेरी जो बहू ने एक किताब दी मुझे, जादूनामा, जो मंडलोई साहब ने लिखा, और तब मुझे पता चला कि आपका निक नेम जो है जादू है। और सही मानी, अब मेरे पास सही बात है भाई, इनके हाथों में जादू है, इनके दिमाग में जादू है, जादू तो है ही। और ये हम तो बचपन से बहुत सालों से देखते आए हैं। वो गीतकार है, स्टोरी है, स्क्रिप्ट राइटर है, क्या नहीं है भाई। और सिनेमा के नाम, पिक्चर के नाम कितने बतावे, सीता और गीता से, दिल वाले दुल्हनिया ले, मशाल, शोले, वो जंजीर, ओ हो। और सभी लोगों ने इनको इतना सराहा है, इतना उनके बारे में अच्छा कहा है, लिखा है, फिर वो अमिताभ जी को हो ना, वो शाहरुख खान हो, आशा जी हो, पंचम हो, कोई हो। पंडित जसराज ने तो कहा है, आज के ज़माने के गालिब है। उनके डायलॉग भी कैसे है भाई, क्या बताएं। शोले में उनका डायलॉग, तेरा नाम क्या है बसंती, और लोग इतने बाद में जो एक सेकंड के लिए चुप रहे तो फिर जो हंसना शुरू कर देते। अरे ऐसे एक एक डायलॉग जो बस बच्चा बच्चा जानता है। डॉन को पकड़ना मुश्किल ही नहीं बल्कि नामुमकिन है। शोले जो हैं, अब कौन उन भूल सकता है भाई। और वहाँ की जो है वो गब्बर सिंह को अमर कर दिया इनके डायलॉग ने। और ये भी लिखा गया है कि वो गब्बर सिंह का जब स्क्रिप्ट जब सब लोगों ने, उनके जो टीम ने पढ़ा, तो 2 आदमी और आगे आए हैं जिन्होंने कहा कि हमें गब्बर सिंह का रोल दीजिए, हम वो करना चाहते हैं। तो पहला आदमी था, वो थे संजीव कुमार, और दूसरे थे तब फिल्म के हीरो अमिताभ बच्चन जी। वो कहते थे कि हमें ये रोल दे। तो ऐसे कितने आदमी थे, तो बहुत 2 ही आदमी थे, बहुत सारे आदमी थे, अभी क्या कहें। पद्मश्री है, पद्म भूषण है, सब कुछ है, कई सारे अभी इतने जो है अवार्ड्स उनको दिए गए हैं, मैं आपका समय नहीं लेना चाहता हूँ। और उनका वो भी डायलॉग है, मैं यहाँ नहीं तेरे गले में आकर मारूंगा। तो अभी अभी जो है इस महीने में हमने देखा, साहब यहाँ नहीं वो पाकिस्तान में गए, और जिस ढंग से उन्होंने उनको टोका है, उनको चुभा तो बिल्कुल बहुत जोर से, मगर खून तक नहीं निकला। सही मायने में तो मैं कहूँ कि साहब आप 56 इंच के सीने वाले सच्चे हिंदुस्तानी हो। और इतना ही नहीं, नॉट ओनली दिस गैदरिंग, द होल इंडिया इज प्राउड ऑफ यू, होल इंडिया, everybody is so happy. Anyway, now about our function, it's my, of course, great pleasure to welcome you all to this launch ceremony of PGDM Media and Entertainment course by MIT Bhujbal Knowledge City. I feel proud and honored to stand before you all and address this gathering. As the founder chairman of MIT Bhujbal Knowledge City, I remember the time when it was formed in 1989. Since then, it has only grown, expanding its wings from one campus here in Mumbai to now 2 more in Nashik. More than 20 MIT Bhujbal Knowledge City institutes constantly endeavor today to deliver the best learning experience in the areas of pharmacy, engineering, insurance, computer, science, animation, IT, polytechnic, mass media, management, international studies, and so more. And I'm so glad to mention that MIT Bhujbal Knowledge City has come to the place where it offers courses right from the pre-primary schooling to PhD programs. It's been a journey of over 3 decades, and what looked like a humble beginning then has come a long way as we continue to make a difference in the world of quality education. Today we are all here to unveil a new chapter in the world of media and entertainment education as we launch this postgraduate diploma in management, which is approved by AICTE. We have been offering PG courses in advertising, journalism, entertainment, and digital marketing since 2005, with 1,000+ alumni significantly contributing in the media world. MIT Bhujbal Knowledge City has always been committed to providing our students with an education that not only prepares them for their future careers, but also empowers them to make a positive impact on the society. Media and entertainment are witnessing transformation changes owing to the factors like mobile and internet search that now reaches rural India and more. This leads to gainful opportunities for the young generation if they are trained well. Thus we envisage PGDM Media and Entertainment, which is another step in the right direction to bridge in the gap. I believe it will offer students an exceptional learning experience, and it will empower them with the skills and knowledge needed to succeed in today's highly competitive media world. On this occasion, I take opportunity to acknowledge our faculty members and staff for their tireless efforts in guiding and mentoring students. Your dedication and hard work have been instrumental in shaping the many careers. I would also like to appreciate the thousands of our alumni who are already successfully working in the corporate world, and some of them are here in this place to witness their alma mater scale even higher. And most importantly, I would like to thank and appreciate the stalwarts and senior professionals from the media, entertainment, and corporate world who are here to encourage us as an institution and have also been the guiding force in shaping and designing this course with your insights and inputs. Let us continue to push the boundaries of what is possible and inspire a new generation of business leaders and creative thinkers. On behalf of MIT Bhujbal Knowledge City and its management, I welcome you all to this grand launch of PGDM Media and Entertainment course, and I hope you will have a wonderful time here. Let us all celebrate the spirit of learning and excellence that is at the heart of the institute. Have a wonderful evening, friends. Thank you.
Sir, please stay.
Thank you so much, sir. We are really fortunate to have you guiding us and supporting us all the way. Sir, on this occasion, we are also proud and privileged to have amongst us Shri Javed Akhtar, sir. He's the winner of 5 national awards and 2 India's highest civilian awards, Padma Shri and Padma Bhushan Award. He is a world-renowned lyricist, screenwriter, poet, and I'm sure we've heard a lot from Chairman sir about him. I could go on and on speaking about his accomplishments and achievements, but I think this one sentence would be very apt for him. मोहताज नहीं हूँ किसी तारीफ का, कहते हैं मोहताज नहीं हूँ किसी की तारीफ का, सरताज हूँ खुद की सादगी और हुसूल का. With a warm welcome, let's have Javed sir on stage. I request Chairman sir to honor Javed ji.
Please put your hands together. We have in our midst today Javed Sahab. It's a privilege and honor to have him in our midst. Please put your hands together. Come on, all of us. Thank you so much, sir. 2 minutes more. We now request Javed Akhtar ji, accompanied by our chairman, Shri Shagan Bhujbal sir, to kindly launch the AICTE approved postgraduate diploma in management, media and entertainment by pressing the button on the other side of the stage, please. This is the moment that we were all waiting for. Come on, yes.
No matter how hard it may seem, when you do it right, you light a light, like you did it then, and we know it now. Shagan Bhujbal ji taught us how.
one more small little video we'll be playing.
When you
And indeed, this is a historic moment for the entire MAT and the stakeholders, and it's our pleasure at this, please put your hands together. Indeed, that's what we were all preparing for. And may I request the Met trustees, Shri Pankaj sir, he's already here. Chairman sir, Javed sir, please remain on the stage for a moment. I would also request, in our midst we have Dr. Jitendra Bagh, please come up onto the stage. And Professor Hareen RK, may I request you to come up onto the stage, please. And along with them, I would also request Ms. Josie Paul, Bobby Pamar, Sri Raj Kamble, Shailesh Lodha sir has just arrived, requesting him also to come up onto the stage. Swapnil Joshi, please come on the stage for a group photograph at this launch. Please put your hands together for the stalwarts of the industry who are here to grace the occasion. Akshay sir, please come up, please come. Please sit down, they want to have a shot. Thank you, Chairman Sir, Javed Saab, and all our esteemed guests. Thank you so much. And we would still be requesting Javed Saab to please remain on the stage, because this is the moment we were all waiting for. With a lot of curiosity and the expectation, can we have the pleasure of hearing you, sir? Over to you, sir.
Respected Bhujbal Sahab, honorable ladies and gentlemen, I must tell you that you are going to listen to one of the, perhaps the most unprepared speech of the world. And there is a reason for it. Because I was told that Bhujbal Sahab wants me to come here, that there is a function. His name was enough for me, so I did not bother about what. So Bhujbal Sahab ne bulaya, that is enough. So I said, okay, I'll be there. While I was coming, suddenly it dawned upon me that I should know what their function is all about. So I called, and here is, the gentleman was here, whom I spoke to on the phone. And I asked him that what is it all about. Then he told me about this course of media and entertainment and so on. So that's about all. Anyway, I'm extremely thankful to Bhujbal Sahab and the compere for their extremely generous and kind words for me. Quite often when I go to a function, it starts like this, that he doesn't need any introduction. But they don't take any chance. So they give the introduction. You never know. That's what they feel. Well, as far as the media is concerned, you see, I mean, I think the younger generation in today's generation is much more fortunate than my generation. We, whether we were writers or filmmakers or journalists, of when TV came on the scene, then TV journalists and so on, all these people and all of us learned the job on the job. We learned while working. We were not provided any formal training. There was a film institute, but it used to take 10 people in every course. So I mean, in a country of this population, what are 10 people if they even have learned something? But now, I mean, we are extremely, we should be thankful to those who are filling the void. Actually, it was the responsibility of the state to provide all kind of education, all kind of training. But perhaps right from the beginning, past that, we had other concerns which were more important than education, understandable. So this void has been filled by some extremely responsible Indians, responsible citizens. And when you will make the list of those people, I'm sure that Bhujbal Sahab's name will be in the first few names. There is no doubt about it. I mean, I have gone to Nasik, I have gone to his different institutions, and every time I have been totally surprised by the volume, by the expanse of the work in the institutions. That's great that one gentleman is doing so much and providing so much to the society. Media. Now this word media is, to me, is medium. It is a provider of knowledge, of information, of technique, and so on. It is an energy. Energy in itself is neither good nor bad. The question is, what media is providing you? What values, what sensitivity, what aspirations, by and large, media is giving to the common receiver. That is important. What has happened in recent years? Life offers you packages. It doesn't give you good and bad. Otherwise, life would have been very easy and simple. It gives you a package with 5 big goods, 9 small bads, 3 medium-sized goods, and 11 very small bads. Then you go to other package. The other package has 6 big goods, 7 big bads, 20 small goods, and 5 small bads. Now you don't know which is the better packet, and you keep on thinking about it. And then people like me say, "Hamare zamane mein aisa tha." Woi zamana was not a perfect zamana, neither this zamana is, nor that zamana was. Every time there were certain goods and separate. Look at this, the speed of communication. It has taken leaps and bounds. In, say, 50s, 60s, you would write a letter, it will take 3 days to reach, then somebody will think for a day or two, then he or she will write the letter, they will come to you. It was a matter of at least, when people were very keen to communicate, was a matter of at least 10 days. Now it doesn't take even 10 seconds. We are gaining speed. There was a time when we had only the radio, and there were times that you would get news, and agar 9 baje ki aapne news miss kar di, to fir subah suniyega, 10 baje jo aayegi, and so on. Today you get news round the clock. It's available to you. But the problem is, in communication, in language, in cinema, in music, in journalism, we are gaining speed at the cost of the depth. The depth has become much less than what it was. Maybe it took 10 years. 10 days, but it used to be a very satisfying letter. But today when we send SMS, We even change the spellings because we don't have the time to give proper spellings of the words. We are so busy and we are in such a hurry. So there has to be a happy balance between the tempo, between the speed and the depth. If there is only depth, people will get bored because their attention span has shrunk. Technology has told them that things can happen faster. But if we are only interested in fast, then we can be fooled. Because our analytical qualities and capabilities get reduced. Before you have taken this information, another information is given to you. Before you digest this, another thing is given to you. It is happening in products, it is happening in knowledge, it is happening in information. And we can see, let me not go into detail, what are the results, what is happening. And you have no time to analyze. Sit back and think. That repose has gone out of our life. That state quality is not there. And media is pulling you and pushing you, and you are running. And without seeing, there was a quote, a Sher of Mir who was there 300 years ago, he wrote it. Sarsari tum jahan se guzre. Sarsari means cursory. ऐसे ऊपर ऊपर. Varna harja jahan digar tha. Otherwise, at every step, there was a new world. But you moved in a cursory manner without observing. तो वो ऑब्जर्वेशन जो है, कहीं हमको मीडिया, कमाल की बात यह है कि तेजी से तो बता रहा है, लेकिन हमको कर्सरी मूवमेंट दे रहा है. So I think young people who are fortunate enough to get into this institution, because I have heard whatever the details, that what all this course is covering, and that's great, they will find the balance between the speed and the depth. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We all agree as management faculty and faculty of media that the depth that is essential is something that we try to imbibe in everything that we do through our experiences in education.
At this moment, we will be getting into the felicitation. May I request Pankaj sir, Honorable Trustee of Mumbai Educational Trust, to come up on the stage. And I would also request Dr. Jitendra Wagh to please come up on the stage for the felicitations. Thank you, sir. Requesting Mr. Josie Paul, kindly come up on the stage. Mr. Josie Paul is Chairman and Chief Creative Officer, BBDO. May I request him to be honored at the hands of Shri Pankaj Bhujbal, sir. Please put your hands together. Ms. Josie Paul.
Mr. Bobby Pawar, Chairman and Creative Officer, Harvest Group.
Can we have you up on the stage, please? And may we request Dr. Jitendra Wagh to felicitate Mr. Bobby Pawar. Please put your hands together. Thank you so much.
May we now request Mr. Raj Kamble, founder, CCO of Famous Innovations, to come on stage, and I request Shri Pankaj Bhujbal sir to honor him. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you so much. May we request Mr. Akshay Bardapurkar, film producer and well known for the Planet Marathi, to please come up on the stage. May I request Dr. Jitendra Wagh to please facilitate him. Thank you so much. Volunteers, please come up. Please put your hands together for Mr. Akshay Bardapurkar, and we will soon have him sharing his thoughts. Thank you so
Thank you,
much, sir.
sir.
Thank you.
May I please call on stage Mr. Shailesh Lodhaji, poet, actor, comedian, and a writer. And may I request Shri Pankaj Bhujbal sir to honor him.
Please put your hands together for him. Come on. Yeah. Maybe request now Mr. Swapnil Joshi to please come on the stage, celebrated actor, renowned media personality from films and television. May I request Pankaj sir to please felicitate him. Okay. Dr. Wagh. Please put your hands together as the people from the media fraternity being honored here on the stage. And they are here to share the wisdom with us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. May I now request Mr. Kunal Vijayakar, celebrity influencer and advertising expert, author of Made in India. A big round of applause, please.
Can we request Pankaj sir to please honor him? Volunteers, please.
Thank you. May I now call upon Mr. Pramod Sharma, National Creative Director, Rediffusion Group, Dr. Jitendra Wagh, may you please honor him. Thank you.
May I request Ajit, I'm sorry, just a minute. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. May I request Ajit Wadikar, director and writer via the film, please come onto the stage. And I would request Pankaj sir to kindly felicitate him. Come on, put your hands together for Dr. Ajit Wadikar.
Thank you. Now I request Mr. Shrenik Gandhi, co-founder and CEO, White River Digital, to be on stage. And I request Pankaj sir to honor him.
I would request Mr. Satish Pulekar, renowned actor, to please come on the stage. Please put your hands together as he comes forth to the stage. And I would request Shri Pankaj sir to please felicitate him. We also have in our midst Mr. Kamal Jain, and I would request him to kindly come on the stage. And I would request Shri Pankaj sir to please felicitate him. Mr. Kamal Jain. Mr. Kamal Jain. Please come up on the stage. Thank you.
A big hand for him, please.
A renowned personality in our midst on this occasion, and it's a privilege and an honor to have him in our midst. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pankaj sir. Thank you, Wagh sir. Thank you so much for coming forth. And we may request you again to come on the dais for the felicitations as we have more guests coming in.
Moving on, He started BBDO India from the back seat of his car in 2008. In 2016, he was named Creative Agency Head of the Year by IAA and Creative Person of the Year, India and South Asia by Campaign Magazine 2013, 15, and also 16. Very recently, he also bagged the One Show, the world's most prestigious award in advertising, design, and digital marketing. He pioneered the idea of brand movements with the belief that India needs more acts, not ads. He ranked among the most influential people in advertising by the Economic Times. Let's welcome the game changer of the advertising fraternity, Mr. Josie Paul, Chairman, BBDO India, with a big round
Put
of
your hands
applause.
together and welcome him up on the stage as he shares his thoughts with us this evening.
Ekta, you'll do the needful? Yeah? I've just got a few slides to share, yeah? So thank you for having me here. I'm really humbled to stand here among all these great, amazing people. I'm going to take about 5-10 minutes to speak about my own learning, and I hope you get something out of it. I've got just 3 words for you, and that's all I really have, but I'm going to build on it, yeah? So the 3 words I have is be an antenna. I'll explain as we go along, right? So, but before I explain, I want to show you a film that's sort of something that happened to us, something that I saw, something that allowed me to write and sort of affect a brand in a meaningful way. So I want to share that film, and then I want to sort of share a few slides. So please bear with me, and I hope the video works. So Ekta, you're going to play the next thing? Yeah, if you go forward. Awesome.
Nana, ये देखो शीट लेग हेलमेट मम्मी ये देखो
फिर दौड़ लगा दिया पापा ये लीजिए आपके घर जाने की टिकट हेलो या आई एम जस्ट गोइंग टू सेंड यू द ईमेल इन 5 मिनट्स या गिव मी 5 मिनट्स आई एम वर्किंग ऑन द प्रेजेंट
मेरी छोटी सी गुड़िया कितनी बड़ी हो गई, घर घर खेलती थी, अब घर संभालती है, ऑफिस संभालती है. आई एम सो प्राउड एंड आई एम सो सॉरी. सॉरी कि ये सब तुम्हें अकेले करना पड़ता है. सॉरी कि जब तुम घर घर खेलती थी तो मैंने तुम्हें रोका नहीं. ये नहीं कहा कि ये सिर्फ तुम्हारा काम नहीं है, तुम्हारे हस्बैंड का भी है. पर कहता भी कैसे है.
और मेरी ग्रीन शर्ट धो देना.
मैंने भी तो कभी तुम्हारी मम्मी की हेल्प नहीं की, और तुमने जो देखा वही सीखा. तुम्हारे हस्बैंड ने भी बचपन में यही देखा होगा. घर घर खेलते वक्त वो टीवी देखने की या न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ने की एक्टिंग करता होगा, और तुम जैसी कोई छोटी सी लड़की चाय बनाने की एक्टिंग करती होगी. उसके डैड की तरफ से सॉरी, तुम्हारे डैड की तरफ से सॉरी, और हर उस डैड की तरफ से सॉरी जिसने कई कई सालों से एक गलत एग्जाम्पल सेट किया. पर अभी भी देर नहीं हुई. इस सॉरी के साथ मैं अपनी तरफ से एक छोटी सी कोशिश करूंगा कि घर के काम में मम्मी की हेल्प करूं. किचन का किंग ना बन पाऊं तो कम से कम लॉन्ड्री में तो हाथ बटाऊं. इतने साल एक गलत एग्जाम्पल सेट किया है, अब कुछ सही कर जाऊं. तुम्हारा पापा.
Thank you. Thank you. I think when authority breaks down, when authority is vulnerable, change happens. And that's what we do, try and do with our work. And where's this coming from? And if you go to the next slide, it's about watching the world and allowing yourself to receive, right? So you're like an antenna. You're just receiving the world and you're feeling it. And as you feel it, you hear things. And then you take that and you convert it and create work. You're not manufacturing anything new. You're not saying anything new. You're just a channel, and you take it and you make something of it, which creates meaning, which is the next point that I want to make. That creativity is sensitivity in a world where no one is listening. That's my point of view. I'm not saying that's everyone's point of view. But for me, at this point in time in my life, I think creativity is sensitivity in a world where no one is listening. And that's how we're trying to do the work we do. And it's, like I said, only a point of view. Because when you go forward, thank you, Ekta, this point, which is seek expression, not approval. The thing is, we're in a world where seeking approval, and in seeking approval, we're forgetting who we are, because we put ourselves in the place of the other person. But when you are absolutely yourself, new things begin to happen. When a child is born, the child is not seeking approval. The child is bawling away. The child is expressing herself. The child is not saying, I'm seeking approval. I want a thumbs up, so I'm going to be quiet. The child's like bawling away, crying, because the child's saying, the baby is saying, I want to prove something. I want to say, I exist. I have an identity. Create like a child. And just to give you an example, there was an agency I set up about a few years ago, about 10 years ago. And this is what it looked like. Talking about expression, if you go to the next slide, it was like a play school. It was an agency called David. And we said, hey, let's create this new challenger kind of agency that's all about play. Why can't life be about play? Why can't creativity be about play? Why can't we allow brands to grow through play? And you can see that staircase there. So when you go in, this staircase, if you walked up to the staircase, you hit your nose, because there was no second floor, there was no first floor. It was all an illusion, but it was play. And if you go further, the whole thing was playful. And in that play, we created magic. And if you go further, and some of you may know about this agency called David, this was our conference room, and we wanted people to break down and not be adult. And when you joined the agency, you got a resignation letter. You had to resign from adulthood, and you had to take on the responsibilities of a 6-year-old. It just changed the way you began to work. And when you go forward, so there's just some of the points, some of the looks. I'll show you where I sat. If you go forward, Ekta, this is where I sat. I sat on a toilet seat because I want to make a point that if you have a good idea, it goes into the bathtub. If you have a shitty idea, you're a flush. Yeah, and I had a flush sound. This is the element of play that allowed us to create new things. And if you go forward, and it was embarrassing, right? And for me, embarrassment, failure, and rejection are my best friends. Because everything I did, I had to go through this. Even in David, for people to accept what we were doing was difficult. And you had to go through these, because for me, this is what helped me in life. For me, success is not my measure at all, because success doesn't take me anywhere. What takes me to places is, embarrassment and rejection. Success, sorry about the word, bullshit. To move forward, you got to lose. And this is what I would say, don't be afraid to lose. Yeah? And because we are never taught this, and I want to talk about these 3 words, freedom to fail. As students, this is important, and it's important for everyone at any age. When I joined advertising, I met this amazing guy called Kersi Katrak. People don't know him, but he was like a guru. And when I joined him, he didn't give me much money. And I said, listen, I think this is not commensurate to what you're giving me as a designation. And he said, I can't give you the money, but I'll give you something money can't buy. I give you the freedom to fail. Right? Now, my parents, beautiful, amazing, lovely people, I love them, had never given me the freedom to fail. My teachers had never given me the freedom to fail. Society had not given me the freedom to fail. But my creative chief gave me the freedom to fail. And that's what happened. It just allowed me, it allowed me to go loose. It just allowed me to fly. And for me, that's what I want to leave behind with you. 3 words. I don't know if everyone's here a student or some of you are students. We're always students, right? 3 words. Be an antenna, receive, and give yourself the freedom to fail. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much. Yeah?
Thank you, sir. Takeaways for me. even I wish to resign from my adulthood. And even I wish to be a part of that kind of a, office where I would have a freedom to fail, try new things, and change my paradigm where, everything is measured by the successes. Thank you very much for those beautiful and memorable words which I will take back with me. Thank you.
As we move forward this evening, I would like to invite two individuals onto the stage, part of MET family. CA Dr. Shyamsundar Das, Deputy Director, Met Institute of Management, PGDM. And he has more number of degrees than the letters in my name. He is CA, FCA, PhD in Economics, MPhil, MBA, MA Economics, DISA, IIBF, IBBI, Registered Valuer, SFA, and a few more that he's pursuing. Can I request him to please come to the stage? And I would also like to call upon the stage Mr. Sanjay Sakharkar. He's an alumni of Sir JJ Institute of Applied Arts. Having done his diploma in campaign planning, post-graduation in film and print from Royal School of Arts, London, and business design thinking, diploma from Emeritus University, Dubai. He is an award-winning media professional and carries many national and international awards like Cannes, Abbeys, One Show, Creativity 2000, Festival, New York Festival, Spike Asia, and more. With close to 3 decades of work experience in media with renowned organizations like Ogilvy, Lintras, JWT, LNK, Everest, Publicis, and much more. He's executed assignments for the Fortune 500 companies. Yeah, he's saying, hold on, but there's a lot to say. Anyway, can we have both of them up on the stage? Please put your hands together. CA Dr. Shyamsundar Das and Mr. Sanjay Sakharkar as they debrief us on the course. And as they come on the stage, a small little clip of the MET alumni who are already in the media-verse, as we know, in the world of media. We'll have a small little clip being played, and they come on the stage, and then they'll brief us on the course that we just inaugurated.
Hi. I'm already like boggled now, okay, looking at the celebrities here and the way, the Javed Saab, the way he spoke, I'm just touched. Okay, anyway, so as per the new AICTE rule, I'm now professor. So, hi, I'm Professor Sanjay Sakharkar, and here is my colleague, I don't know what to call him, Doctor, CA, sir, or aage jao? Nahin. So, that is Dr. Das. We are here to talk about just launched PGDM in Media and Entertainment. But before that, I would like to thank Javed Akhtar Saab, who's here, our esteemed chairman, Shri Chhagan Bhujbal ji, our trustees, Pankaj sir, Samir sir, and present esteemed trustees, and
our all-time hero and mate alumni, John Abraham. So he could not make it.
So I'm also a bit kicked about today's media guest, who I worked with in past. Thank you, Bobby. Zozi, Raj, Pramod Sharma, Srishti Soni, and senior from my school, JJ school, Kunal Vijayakar.
Akshay Badrapurkar, Ajit Wadikar, and our superstar
Swapnil Joshi.
A big thank you to all.
Also, I would like to do special mention here about the person who actually stood behind us, right from designing the course and today the implementation, the launch. You guys want to guess who that is, sir? क्या नाम क्या होगा sir? पहला word, last word क्या?
We, ending with A.
Correct. Who could be? Tell me, guys.
Vishakha
Correct.
ma'am.
It's a Vishakha ma'am who stood, behind us, and whatever you see today is, I would say, the biggest share goes to her. So I want a big clap for her. And ma'am, tahe dil se,
Tahe dil
thank
se.
you very much. So, Das sir, we would forget our, we shouldn't forget our stars today, right? Okay. Without their support, we can't fly. The list of these guys are not short, so I'm going to just say it in a smaller short form. Our own alumni, HR officers, and esteemed guests.
Thank you for being here today.
Now about PGDM and media and entertainment. Just to give you a gist of it, our course has not only innovative medias, but it has upcoming media technologies. Now, why?
Because we at MIT believe to make our students future media ready.
Where they will learn in depth about new media and technologies. Like I always say that content is king, right? But today we have to say the context of content is King Kong. I hope you got it. So, Dr. Das, can I request you to share more on this course?
My pleasure. Before I share on about this course, let me narrate the story how it all started. Okay, we are typical educationists. We had been seeing at education typical those exam pattern, this, that, and other things. So we were discussing, especially Vishakha ma'am, I was discussing how can we make things really meaningful courses meaningful, and where we produce management graduates who are more relevant to the industry. Is it possible? I said, why not? Now lately in NEP 2020, that is National Education Policy 2020, government has given us somewhat a free hand where it say that make education more relevant, okay, make it more practical. So all of a sudden we sat on a drawing board, Sakharkar sir from the media industry, I from the education background. Sir said, how can we do it? I said, why not? We can do it. Let's change. Let's bring the change. Let's not do what others are doing. So we sat on the board and we designed a program within the structure and framework given by the AICTE, where we have designed a program where 70% is to be practical and only 30% theory we are emphasizing on.
How fun.
So we are moving out from a theory part and we are moving more towards a practical part. Then definitely we have taken inputs from the industry, and today we seek a support from all the experts from the sitting here to make this course more meaningful, more relevant, because ultimately we are going to produce and churn out management graduates exclusively from media industry whom you will be employing and whom you need. So we invite you to participate in this process. And to give a brief, okay, we have taken into consideration, like media industry, we studied the media industry. Basically, I'm not an expert in media industry, but then somehow from what I gathered that media and entertainment industry in India is growing approximately at the rate of maybe 28%, right, sir?
28%, yeah.
28%. So then I was talking to Sakharkar sir, growth means what? Is it growing in numbers? How it is growing? Then we did a little of introspection. And what I realized is, it's not only the growth in terms of number, even the quality and direction of media and entertainment is changing. And we are seeing that our media and entertainment people are getting international accolades. Lately we have seen RRR getting an Oscar. So that means we are creating international benchmarks. So when the media industry is creating international benchmarks, and as Chairman Sir also said, internet is penetrating in rural area. So that is one, what we are seeing is that this media is growing. We are going to each and every corner, and there are a lot of content. Content is the new currency. Media content is the new currency which we need to look at it. So with that together, we designed the course, and as to share information with you, India is a signatory to Washington Accord, which talks of international accreditation standards for education. We brought into that, we have brought in certain innovative subjects. Can you throw some light on those innovative subjects?
One of the subject is, you know about shot on iPhone, right? So one of the subject is shoot on handheld. Okay, I'll tell you why. Because it's a prediction by 2026, everybody's life is going to be one screen life. I hope you know that, right? So TV is dying. I'm not saying TV won't be there, but TV is dying, and other, maybe DTH will die a little bit, but OTT and, all other stuff will take a new shape, and therefore you'll have one screen life where you'll do everything from your mobile phone maybe, or a laptop, but one screen life.
That is one. And one of the things which I took from this takeaway is depth and speed, which Javed sir said. Okay, this is also something which we had been looking at, and that is the insight we are taking today. And we assure you that in our program, we'll take care of depth and speed both. Right, sir?
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
And I do believe that we are looking at benchmarking our program to international standards, and I have a strong conviction that Indian media industry is going to create a benchmark for international media and entertainment industry. Right, sir?
Correct, sir.
We are posed for that, right?
100%, sir, 100%. We are going there. So, sir, थोड़ा बोर तो नहीं कर रहे ना?
शायद मैं
नहीं थोड़े काम करते हैं तो नहीं तो that is it, guys. But there is more. Okay, we cannot read the syllabus here, but it's very interesting. It's in depth, and once you learn in our institute for about 2 years, you become a professional. It's not a trainee; it's professional. So, just looking forward to see a lot of positive brains with us, and thank you very much to be here.
And sir, if I'm not wrong, we had been talking of something like surpassing Trinity College of London?
Maybe, I don't know, sir.
No, we should that.
Maybe, I don't
We are capable of, right?
Okay.
India is capable of, right?
If the doctor and CA is saying this, then it has to be there, right? So, sir, मैं तो मतलब गरीब आदमी हूँ.
नहीं sir, ऐसे नहीं है. We all together, I think we have a robust media and entertainment industry. Very nice people, hardworking people, result-oriented people, international accolades. We can reach to that level. Only thing is conviction is needed, hard work is needed, and with the kind of support Pankaj sir, Vishaka ma'am, our chairman sir offers, and the freedom the freedom. I heard the word
That's
freedom,
true.
right?
That's true.
The freedom they give us to innovate, and also the freedom they give us to fail. They said try, fail, no issues, but you should move ahead.
Just now Josie said that, right?
Yes.
Failing
yes.
is a big thing, yeah. So
I think we can really do that, right?
From my side, that's about it.
That's about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Over to the voice of today, Ashish.
Thank you for the compelling and interesting description of what we are going to get into through this PGDM course for media. I'm sure a lot of members from our guest fraternity will be contributing towards its success. With that, let's move on. And now, we have a special appearance. We have all seen him as a contestant in Comedy Circus and Comedy Ka Mahamukabla. He has hosted Bahut Khoob, Wah Wah Kya Baat Hai, and the most loved Wah Bhai Wah. He has been awarded the National Shrijan Award, Bharat Rajasthan Gaurav Award, amongst many others, and has contributed to poetry and literature in a big way. He is a recipient of the Best Anchor 2014, Best Actor Comedy 2018 by Zee Gold Awards. Tarak Mehta has connected families, shared smiles and tears with human lives across nation and beyond. Welcoming a personality who needs very little introduction. The poet, actor, comedian, writer, and much more, Mr. Shailesh Lodha. Kindly give him a warm welcome. Requesting him to share a few words and his thoughts about the relevance of this course and also about the change in the media industry.
Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. I'm a little afraid of this Wikipedia introduction because it says a lot of things which I even don't know about me. I mean, anyways, but respected visuals have Pankaj-ji, Vishakha-ji, thank you very much for calling me over here. My friend Swapnil sitting there. Let me be sorry, first of all. Two things I do not know: how long I have to speak and what I have to speak. Because that's not clear. So once I was in Japan for a show and I said that I don't know how long I have to speak. So one stood up that you speak as much as you want. We have 5 minutes. So I just do not know that how long I have to speak, but anyways, let me try to cut it short as possible, as early as possible and short as possible. I would like to speak, not like to speak in English. I'm very sorry about that, because my English is like my wife. I love it, but I don't have control over it, so and I can say it today because she's not around. But she's my guru anyways. मैं हिंदी में इसलिए बोलना चाहूँगा क्योंकि मैं हिंदी में सोचता हूँ और मैं जिस भाषा में सोचता हूँ उस भाषा में अपने आप को आसानी से व्यक्त कर सकता हूँ. 3-4 वाक्य मैंने अंग्रेजी के इसलिए बोल दिए कि मैं बता सकूँ कि वो भी मैं बोल सकता हूँ. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया पंकज भाई, विशाखा जी, मुझे यहाँ आमंत्रित करने के लिए. ये कोर्स में जो स्टूडेंट्स यहाँ कुछ चेहरे मुझे नज़र आ रहे हैं वो क्या सीखेंगे आप बताया और क्या करेंगे बताया, लेकिन मेरे लिए ज़्यादा महत्वपूर्ण ये है कि आपने इस बारे में सोचा कि सिखाया जाना चाहिए. दुनिया के जितने महत्वपूर्ण आविष्कार हुए मुझे जितने महत्वपूर्ण नहीं लगते. मुझे बहुत ख़ास नहीं लगता कि राइट ब्रदर्स ने हवाई जहाज़ बना लिया या ग्रैहम बेल ने टेलीफोन बना लिया या किसी ने इंटरनेट का आविष्कार कर लिया. मुझे सबसे ज़्यादा महत्वपूर्ण लगता है वो कि किस व्यक्ति ने सबसे पहले सोचा होगा कि खाने में नमक मिलाने से स्वाद आ जाता है. किस व्यक्ति ने सोचा होगा? किसने सोचा होगा कि खेत में गेहूं की बाली उगती है, उसको पीसने से आटा बनता है, जो रोटी खाएंगे हम, उसमें कार्ब्स होंगे, हम उससे ज़िंदगी में आगे बढ़ेंगे. वो मुझे सबसे महत्वपूर्ण लगता है. दुनिया में कितने कोर्स होंगे, कितने कोर्स किए जाएंगे, ये बहुत दीगर चीज़ है, लेकिन उसके पहले मेरे लिए सबसे महत्वपूर्ण ये है कि एमईटी ने ये सोचा कि इस तरह का कोर्स कराया जाना चाहिए. ये बहुत बड़ी बात है, ये आसान नहीं है, और ये सोच बहुत बड़ी है जो एमईटी ने दी है कि मीडिया और एंटरटेनमेंट को भी पढ़ाया जा सकता है. हम तो गांवों से निकले हुए, हमने कभी सोचा नहीं था, लेकिन हम सोचते हैं कि अगर उस ज़माने में कुछ ऐसा हुआ होता तो शायद हम बेहतर स्थिति में होते. आज ऐसे नहीं होते जैसे हम हैं, क्योंकि सिखाने जाने को इतना कुछ है जो हमारे आसपास हमें दिखता नहीं. लेकिन मैं जो स्टूडेंट्स बैठे हैं उनको एक बात कहना चाहूँगा. इतना जो आप डिटेल्स बता रहे थे कोर्स की, एंड you will definitely surpass the Trinity College of London, I am sure, because जो आपका जोश है, आपका उत्साह है, आपका जिस तरह का कोर्स है. लेकिन जितने प्रोफेसर्स यहाँ बैठे हैं उनको कहना चाहूँगा कि सीखता वही है जो सीखना चाहता है. दुनिया में कोई व्यक्ति वो नहीं सीखता जो सीखना नहीं चाहता. आपने इतना बड़ा काम किया है, आप इतनी बड़ी चीज़ दे रहे हैं सिखाने के लिए, और आई एम श्योर कि सीखेंगे. मुझे कहानी याद आती है छोटी सी. जी मैम, मैं निकल जाऊंगा, दरवाजा मत खोलिए, जल्दी निकल जाऊंगा. सॉरी अबाउट दैट. ह्यूमर इज माय लाइफ, तो मैं उसके बिना जी नहीं सकता हूँ. इसलिए सीखता वही सिखाना. बहुत पुरानी कहानी है. स्वप्निल मुझे अचानक याद आ गई. फोर्ड कार कंपनियों के मालिक थे. एक बार शिकागो ओक ब्रुक में किसी होटल में ठहरे हुए थे और ऊपर से उन्हें फूलों की जरूरत पड़ी. तो उन्हें लगा कि मुझे फूल चाहिए, मैं कहाँ जाऊँ. तो उन्होंने खिड़की से झाँका कि पटरी पे एक आदमी फूल ले बैठा था और लेटा हुआ सा था, तो उनका मुझे फूलों की ज़रूरत है, मैं वहाँ, उन्होंने आवाज़ देने की कोशिश की तो वहाँ से संभव था नहीं, वो वहाँ चले गए और फूल वाले से कहा भाई मुझे फूल दे दो। सक्सेसफुल पर्सन इज ऑलवेज इनक्विजिटिव, सो स्टार्टेड आस्किंग क्वेश्चंस कि भाई ये तो मैंने ऊपर खिड़की से तुम्हें देख लिया कि तुम यहाँ फूल लेके बैठे हो, अगर मैं नहीं देखता तो मुझे पता ही नहीं चलता कि तुम्हारे पास फूल है। तो बोले क्या करूं, सीखता वही जो सीखना चाहता है। बोले तुम चिल्लाते क्यों नहीं हो कि फूल ले लो फूल ले लो, मेरी तरह 5 लोग और सुनेंगे तो फूल खरीदने आएंगे। उकताया हुआ आदमी जिसे सीखने में कोई दिलचस्पी नहीं, उसने कहा अच्छा चिल्लाऊं फूल ले लो फिर क्या होगा। बोले तुम्हारे फूल ज़्यादा बिकेंगे। हाँ बोले ज़्यादा बिकेंगे तो फिर क्या होगा। बोले आज तुम्हारे फूल अगर ज़्यादा बिकेंगे तो तुम्हारे पास कमाई ज़्यादा होगी। आदरणीय भुजबल साहब का स्वागत करता हूँ। बोले फूल ले लो, चिल्लाते क्यों नहीं हो। बोले चिल्लाने से क्या होगा, फूल ज़्यादा बिकेंगे। बोले हाँ बिक गए, आगे बोलो। बोले अभी तुम दिन में $10-20 कमाते हो, $100 कमाओगे। बोले हाँ कमा लिए फिर। बोले पटरी पे बैठो, छोटी मोटी दुकान हो जाएगी। बोले वो भी खोल लिया, आगे। बोले फिर तुम्हारा एक डिपार्टमेंटल स्टोर होगा फूलों का। हाँ बोले वो भी बन गया, फिर क्या। तो सीखता वही जो सीखना चाहता है। तो बोले फिर तुम्हारे पास हज़ारों डॉलर होंगे। बोले हाँ वो भी आ गए बैंक में, अब क्या। बोले फिर तुम आराम करना। बोले वही करना और डिस्टर्ब मत करो। सीखता वही है जो सीखना चाहता है। I have a right not to know everything, but at the same time I should try to learn about it. और मैं आपको इस बात के लिए बधाई देना चाहता हूं कि आप इस पीढ़ी के लिए सोच रहे हैं। इस पीढ़ी के लिए सोचा जाना बेहद जरूरी है। मैं इस पीढ़ी से बहुत आशान्वित हूं, लेकिन कई बार भयभीत भी होता हूं कि कहीं ये पीढ़ी सिर्फ रील्स में तो उलझ के नहीं रह जाएगी, कहीं ये पीढ़ी सिर्फ सोशल मीडिया में उलझ के तो नहीं रह जाएगी, कहीं ये पीढ़ी सिर्फ इस एरोगेंस में तो नहीं रह जाएगी कि हमारे पास ज्ञान नहीं है तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। ज्ञान और जानकारी, इन दो चीजों में बहुत फर्क होता है। और आप ज्ञान दे रहे हैं इन्हें, मौलिक विचार उत्पन्न कर रहे हैं, मौलिक विचार पढ़ा रहे हैं, इससे बड़ी चीज कोई हो नहीं सकती दुनिया में। जरूरी नहीं है कि हमारे पास हर ज्ञान हो। एक फिजिक्स के प्रोफेसर को यह पता हो सकता है कि स्क्रू गेज कैसे काम करता है, लेकिन उसको शायद यह पता ना हो कि शैले शैले न माणिक्य मुक्तिकम न गजे गजे का अर्थ क्या होता है। संस्कृत का पढ़ने वाला शायद ये जानता हो कि रामस्य रामी और रामाणाम षष्ठी होता है, लेकिन शायद उसे ये नहीं मालूम कि CH3OH इथाइल अल्कोहल होता है। केमिस्ट्री पढ़ने वाला शायद ये जानता हो कि हाइड्रोजन, हीलियम, लिथियम, बेरिलियम, बोरोन, कार्बन के बाद नाइट्रोजन आता है, लेकिन उसे ये पता नहीं होता कि रदीफ और काफिये में क्या फ़र्क होता है। एक शायर ये जानता हो कि मीर तकी मीर ने क्या लिखा या गालिब साहब ने क्या लिखा, लेकिन शायद उसे ये नहीं पता कि संविधान का कौन सा अनुच्छेद क्या कहता है। एक हिस्ट्री पढ़ने वाला शायद बता सके कि पानीपत का युद्ध कब हुआ होगा, लेकिन उसे शायद ये पता नहीं होगा कि ब्यूरेट कैसे इस्तेमाल की जाए। एक हवाई जहाज उड़ाने वाले को ये जानता होगा कि कितने एल्टीट्यूड पे मुझे उड़ना है, लेकिन शायद उसे ये पता नहीं होगा कि गज़ल कैसे कही जाती है। दुनिया में हर व्यक्ति को हर चीज नहीं आ सकती, लेकिन उस वक्त उसका जानना बहुत जरूरी है। और मैं आपको इसलिए बधाई देना चाहता हूं कि आपने प्रयास किया कि इस पीढ़ी को कुछ ये बताया जाए। मीडिया एंड एंटरटेनमेंट, ये बहुत जरूरी है सिखाया जाना, क्योंकि दुनिया कल को इसी की है, यही रहने वाला है। दुनिया में सब कुछ खत्म हो जाएगा, मनोरंजन खत्म नहीं होगा। ये नए तरीके ढूंढ लेगा, नई तरीके ईजाद कर लेगा, नए रास्ते ढूंढ लेगा, लेकिन आप उन रास्तों पे उन बच्चों को चलना सिखाएंगे। मेरे ख्याल से इससे बेहतर कोई भाव हो नहीं सकता जो एमिटी दे रहा है। आपने जो कमिटमेंट दर्शाया है और जो स्टूडेंट्स कमिटमेंट दर्शाएंगे, यू आर ट्राइंग टू मेक देम लर्न, दैट्स सुपर। जाते आते मुझे एक कमिटमेंट पे बहुत छोटी सी बात याद आ गई जो मैं कहना चाहता हूँ। बहुत साल पहले मैं कल्चरल एम्बेसडर था एक फाउंडेशन की तरफ से लिटिल रॉक, आर्कांसास स्टेट में कुछ महीनों के लिए। तो विवल साहब मैं वहाँ गया, ब्लाइथविल नाम की एक जगह थी, हॉट स्प्रिंग्स। वहाँ मैंने एक चित्र देखा, वो चित्र लाया, मेरे ऑफिस में आज तक लगा हुआ है वो चित्र। उस चित्र में जॉन एफ कैनेडी, तत्कालीन राष्ट्रपति, एक 12 साल के स्काउट से हाथ मिला रहे थे। 12 साल का स्काउट विलियम जेफरसन। तो मैं कवि, मैं लेखक, मुझे ये लगा कि इस चित्र के पीछे भाव क्या रहा होगा। एक स्काउट, तत्कालीन राष्ट्रपति, वो भी इतने लोकप्रिय राष्ट्रपति से हाथ मिलाता हुआ, कैसा भाव रहा होगा। तो एक कहानी मेरे दिमाग में उपजी, वो कहानी सुनाना चाहता हूँ जो मैं आपके भावों को समर्पित करता हूँ, आपके प्रयासों को समर्पित करता हूँ। मुझे लगा कि जब ये स्काउट हाथ मिला रहा होगा तो जॉन एफ कैनेडी ने हाथ मिलाते हुए पूछा होगा कि माय डियर यंग मैन, हाउ डू यू फील। तो विलियम जेफरसन नाम का लड़का ये बोला कि सर, आई एम फीलिंग एज इफ करंट प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ अमेरिका इज शेकिंग हैंड्स विद द फ्यूचर प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ अमेरिका। एंड दैट विलियम जेफरसन क्लिंटन बिकेम प्रेसिडेंट ट्वाइस ऑफ दैट कंट्री। कमिटमेंट अगर है तो सब कुछ है। एमिटी एक कमिटमेंट दिखा रहा है पीढ़ी को सिखाने का, पीढ़ी को रास्ता दिखाने का, और मैं समझता हूँ ये पीढ़ी आगे बढ़ के सीखेगी और एंटरटेनमेंट में मीडिया के वर्ल्ड में नया काम करेगी और सबसे पहले इनके दिमाग में वतन होगा, राष्ट्र होगा, क्योंकि ये हमारी धरती है। टूटने और बिखरने का चलन मांग लिया, हमने हालात से शीशे का बदन मांग लिया, हम भी खड़े थे तकदीर के दरवाजे पे, लोग दौलत पे गिरे, हमने वतन मांग लिया। शुक्रिया बहुत बहुत।
थैंक यू सो मच शैलेश सर। और आपने जो बात निकाली, 5 मिनट में जो कुछ कहना है कह सकते हो। जस्ट टू टेल यू, मैं बैतूल से हूँ और हम लोगों को रात भर बैठ के कवि सम्मेलनों में सुनने की आदत रही है। सो यस, encouraging words for those who have walked ahead and even the young generation that's arising to take charge. For all of us alike, a lot of word of wisdom. Going forth, we have in our midst Adinath Kothare, and can I request Pankaj sir to please come out on the dais before we bring him up. And Mr. Adinath Kothare, he is a known Indian actor. He's a producer, director in Marathi cinema, and his directional debut film Pani won the National Film Award for Best Film on Environment, Conservation and Preservation at the 66th National Film Awards, and also won him the Best Actor Award at the New York Indian Film Festival. Kothare made his acting debut as a child actor in 1994, hit film Maza Chakula. For it, he received the Best Child Actor Award as well. For some of us who may not know, he is an MET alumni. And can we request him to come on the stage? And I would request Pankaj sir to please felicitate him. Come on, put your hands together. Can we request Adinath to please share a few words with us? Please.
Hi everyone. Firstly, it's such a huge honor to be present here on this dais, being an alumni of this institute. I'm really proud, I'm really grateful. Thank you. Thank you to the founding members here and the entire team. Wow, those were really beautiful words of wisdom. I don't think I can match that. But MET were the best days of my life, I'm telling you, of my college days. I think so I did my BSc in biotechnology from Ruia, and then I did my MBA here in finance. And in all my studying days, I think MET were the best days. Me and my MET friends, we are still in touch. We still hang out a lot. It's a very interesting. So I'm not going to share any educational kissas and all. I'm just going to share fun, because MET were the most fun and the most amazing days. So I'm going to share something very interesting, something funny that happened. So yeah, so I come from the film background. I have always ate, slept and drank movies, entertainment. That's in my blood. It's in, I can't think of anything else. And I also had a flair for medical sciences that time, and I wanted to do something in science, but I didn't land up doing it because whatever, you know. But I assisted my father and as assistant director and stuff. And that time to go abroad and study film, there were no film studies. There was no media courses as such in the university in those days. I'm talking about 2006, 2007, and we had to complete TY to go abroad and do stuff. It was pretty complicated. And by the time I finished my TY, I had also given my MBA entrance, and I got into MET, and there was an international thing that was there brewing, but I said, I'll pehle MBA kar leta hu. My dad said, do this first, you know, because you're going to be studying films all your life. So you study the numbers, you have a science background and everything. So I'm like, yeah, okay, fine. So we were having a financial management ka lecture, and I had done my bachelor's in biotechnology, and I was here doing my MBA in finance, and financial management ka lecture was happening, and I think Paradkar sir? Paradkar. So Paradkar sir was introducing everyone, because the first day, and he's asking everyone, so what have you done? So they used to say, I've done this, like, oh, very good. And he came to me. So he came to me and he's like, so what have you done? So I have done my bachelor's in biotechnology. And so he's like, bachelor's in biotechnology? The next 5 minutes he spent in the class explaining how this boy is going to rule the next 10 years because biotechnology is the future. And so he came to me and then, so what is your, where have you done your internship and everything? I was like, I have assisted as an assistant director on 3 films. He's like, what? There was such disappointment on his face. But, so yeah, I think I was pretty scattered that way. I learned, but education is something that never goes waste. And today, we have a very established and successful production company, Kothari Vision, and Storytellers Nook Private Limited. So these 2 companies are run by me and my father. And I think the education that I received in this college, the experience I received in this college, the internship I did while studying in this college has made me what I am today and made my company what I am today. So I'm really grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me here. And you guys are starting the PGDM course in media and entertainment. I think it's very much necessary because there are just a handful of institutes who are qualified enough and who really have that potential to, you know, produce real good talent in media and entertainment. And I'm sure, knowing the passion and expertise that this institute has, you guys will really create some great alumni, and I'm looking forward to it. And the doors of my company, and we have Planet Marathi also here, and we have Sapnil Joshi also here. So I think a lot of doors are open here. We are all in need of good talent. We are all hungry for good talent, always writers, technicians, producers, and we are really grateful that you guys you have taken this step. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Adinath, for your words.
Yes, as a faculty, it gives us immense satisfaction when some of our students come back and, you know, give us such kind words of appreciation. It encourages us to do more. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll go forth, and before we'll soon be having a panel discussion. And before we do that, a small little clip that we have our well-wishers sent across to us, though they wanted to come, but because of the professional commitments, they couldn't make it. So we'll have a few video wishes just played. At first is Mr. Baman Irani. Can we have the video, please?
Hi everyone, this is Baman Irani, and I'd like to wish and congratulate MET for initiating and starting this course, PGDM for media and entertainment. That's what we need. Wish you all the very best.
Yeah. Next we have Mr. Raj Nair from Madison. Yep.
Volume please. Yes, hello everybody. Hello, here's wishing MET Raj Nair of Madison. Here's wishing MET huge success with the launch of this new course, PGDM course in media and entertainment. And my congratulations to Sanjay Sakharkar and team. Wishing you guys all the very best, and may all the students prosper from this new course that
my esteemed panel. And we are just starting this panel discussion, and it will be on the topic of business of creativity.
Our first panelist to be on stage would be Mr. Bobby Pawar. He's the Chairman and Chief Creative Officer, Harvest Group, with around 3 decades of expertise in the creative communication fraternity. Mr. Pawar has been associated with companies like BBDO and Mudra, amongst many others, in diverse capacities. He is the creative and strategic brain behind success stories of multiple brands. Amongst the several recognitions, a major industry honor is the Great British Franchise Award 2022. Let's welcome the creative guru, Mr. Bobby Pawar, amongst
Please put your
us.
hands together for him. Next in the panel is Mr. Raj Kamble. During his journey, Raj Kamble has worked across capacities with organizations like LO, BBDO, BBH, and more in India and abroad, where he was the mind behind the success stories of brands spanning many categories. Today, he is the founder and chief creative officer at Famous Innovation. Famous is in the last 5 years, has created some iconic innovations for several Indian and global brands, and was listed among the world's leading independent agencies multiple times. He has cumulatively won more than 150 global awards. Yeah, put hands together for Mr. Raj Kamble.
Our next panelist is Mr. Kunal Vijayakar. He's a broadcaster, food writer, author, and an actor. A whole generation has watched him eat his way into the hearts of hundreds and thousands of Indians. He is India's most recognizable food show host and an anchor of country's most popular food show, The Foodie, a show that ran uninterrupted for close to a decade. He has been a food columnist and has currently released a book, Made in India. He also has acted in multiple films like Duplicate, Bollywood Calling, Main Prem Ki Diwani Hoon, and many others. A warm welcome to Mr. Kunal Vijayakar.
I cordially invite onto the stage an actor, producer, host, anchor, judge, who we have seen in Uttar Ramayan. When he was just at the age of 9, he has backed most successful small, big screens content like Krishna, Eka Garnichi Dusri Goshta, and many more, and comedy shows like Comedy Circus. He also owns a wrestling team named Vidarbha Chebag in Zee Maharashtra Kushti Dangal. Mr. Joshi was ranked amongst the Times of India 20 most desirable men of Maharashtra 2017, welcoming the vibrant and talented Indian film television actor, Mr. Swapnil Joshi. Please welcome a warm applause.
Our next panelist is Shrenik Gandhi. He is the co-founder and CEO of White River Media, a regular speaker at various digital and entrepreneurial summits, including TEDx. He has also featured in the 30 under 30 list by Impact, along with several accolades nationally and internationally. Together with Mitesh, they have driven White Rivers Media to be one of the India's leading agencies, which is featured in in TechFast 50 ranking 6 years in a row in India and APEC. He and his agency has worked with top brands across the country with companies like ITC, Glenmark, Balaji Films, and many Bollywood and Hollywood movie launches. Put your hands together to welcome Met alumni and CEO
He
of
is MIT
White
alumni.
River Digital.
Come on, put hands together for Shrenik as he comes up. Yep. We have on the panel Mr. Akshay Bardapurkar, National Award winner. Mr. Bardapurkar is an Indian film producer. He is the head and founder of Planet Marathi Group, which works in various verticals of entertainment, including film production, public relations, events, celebrity management, and OTT, which is world's first exclusive Marathi OTT platform. A national award-winning producer, Akshay has changed the whole structure and working in Marathi films for doing various genres of films, including Goshta Ek Paitaniche. Yeah, please put your hands together for him as he is on the stage. And then we have
Dr. Ajit Wadekar. He is a renowned stage director and storyteller. He was trained as a medical practitioner and without any formal training in cinema has won many awards. He has produced a number of instructional short stories in tribal languages, 2 short documentaries for UNICEF, and has eventually given an opportunity to direct a short film for the National Film Archives of India. His debut film is Y 2019, and he has won many national and international awards. Kindly give him a warm welcome.
Please put your hands together for Dr. Ajit Wadekar as he comes on the stage.
The panel discussion will be moderated by our very own Mr. Ashish Shrivastava, General Manager, Marcom with MET.
Thank you so much, Dr. Farida. All right. With such an esteemed panel here and who's who of the media entertainment world, it's my privilege and the honor to be commencing this panel discussion, and I'm sure all of us in the audience are pretty excited about it and what they have to say. Of course, the main theme of this panel discussion would be the business of creativity, because media and entertainment is all about creativity, and we've heard earlier Mr. Josie also sharing quite a few things as he talked about being the antenna, right? Okay, so going forward, and I would take the liberty of maybe naming an individual to address the question first, but that's not the only thing. I mean, all of you are requested to participate in those questions, and we will go back and forth so that all of us here can get the maximum out of you, right? So that's the intention. And let me begin with something which I'm sure all of us here would want to kind of know. Is, for Mr. Bobby, for you, the question is the traditional media dying?
You know, I think it's very fashionable to say all of that. You know, the thing is, in nature, in the universe, nothing truly ever dies. It just gets repurposed, right? Today, the print ad is, yesterday's print ad is today's social media post, right? The outdoor has become the 6-second video. So everything gets repurposed. So the thing is, the mediums will change. How they operate will change. The principles will not, right? No, the thing we always have to remember is that, you know, as a student, as all of you, right, hopefully, my hope for the institute is that, you know, you don't just produce, professionals, you produce people who are students for life. Because when you're students for life, you're interested in everything that's around you. And it's when you're interested in all those things, you become interesting, right? And when you're interesting, people will be interested in what you say and do, right? And that's, I think, going forward. So nothing ever dies if it's interesting.
Yep, right, okay. Thank you so much for the insights. Can I invite the thoughts of Mr. Raj Kamble on the same? What do you think of the traditional media and its heading? A lot of the stats in the media that we read about certain things going down, certain things coming up. So what's your take on that?
Namaskar. I think Bobby explained, I think just changing the form. I think idea is still there.
Mm-hmm.
I think the media is just a platform. I think the idea is still trained, I will say. So the idea or communication, information, the interesting thing is still there. The media will change, but I think idea won't change. So I will say idea is the train and media is just a platform.
Okay. From the esteemed panel, if anybody would like to have another opinion, please feel free. The mics are in front of you. I think this is all switched on. All the mics are on.
Good evening, everyone. Honorable Bhujbal sir, first of all, congratulations, heartiest congratulations for MET for launching such a wonderful program.
Thank you.
About whether media is dying, as a doctor, I would like to say, even if someone, he or she is dying, one should not say he is dying. So, rather declining would be a better word. And I think content is the king, rather than media is just a medium to convey the content.
Right, okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, Shrenik, you have something to share.
Yeah. So you know what? How many people?
Raise the wall, please. This mic.
Hello. Yeah. So, guess the number of people not on digital in the world right now. That's 4 billion people. 4 billion people in the world are still not on digital. So for sure, TV is not dying, or traditional is not dying anytime soon, right? Traditional and digital both have their benefits. Traditional medium gets the right kind of trust. It gets the right kind of reach and awareness. Digital gets the right kind of engagement, right? So the true power is when we utilize the best of both worlds, right? So brands which don't utilize the best of both worlds are going to die. So that's my answer.
Okay, that's pretty inciting, right? Okay, I want to request the audience, in case you have any question, keep them noted, and at the end of it, we'll just see if we can take a couple of them. All right. Next question to Mr. Akshay, and the question is, how do you see the world of media and entertainment shaping up into the future?
Media and entertainment shaping up in the future. I think the best example right now these days is Pushpa and RRR. You know, someone was asking me, and Ujjwal साहेब जर पुढे जाऊन कधी जमलं किंवा तुमच्या ऑलरेडी जर सगळे प्लॅनिंगमध्ये असेल तर सर एक VFX, SFX, मेटावर्स ह्याच्यावरती जर एखादा कोर्स किंवा जर एखादा इन्स्टिट्यूट सुरू करता आलं तर मला असं वाटतं की ते खूप, कारण आता ह्या पॉईंटला देर इज हार्डली there are any institutes that are covering these courses, and especially if you are having this accreditation of AICTE and everything. So I think the world is moving way too forward, even as fast as probably in a decade we might just not have. And I was scared when Sakharkar sir said की ते बोलता बोलता मध्येच म्हणाले की OTT, आणि मी म्हटलं OTT पण बंद पडते की काय 2026 पर्यंत. When we started, the media is such की माझी मावशी एकदा, is it okay if I speak in Marathi थोडंफार? माझी मावशी मला एकदा म्हणाली, कन्व्हर्सेशन चाललं होतं आई आणि मावशीमध्ये की की अरे तू कशाला, बिकॉज आय हॅव बीन अ स्टुडंट ऑफ इव्हेंट मॅनेजमेंट, सो तो कशात चालला आहे, तर म्हणे मीडियामध्ये चालला आहे. नाही मीडिया नको, मीडिया अजिबात नको, मीडिया खूप खराब आहे, त्याला सांग तसं करू नकोस, अमेरिकेला जा. आणि शी सेड अगं हो पण काय करू शकत नाही आपण आता, त्याला करायचंच आहे मीडियामध्ये. And because we were considered as media is taboo, media is not worth, and आत्ता मला नॅशनल अवॉर्ड मिळालं, काही अजून चांगल्या घडामोडी घडल्या, आणि सेम कन्व्हर्सेशन हॅपन्ड, अँड द सेम मावशी सेड हो अगं मीडियामुळेच झालं ग हे सगळं. विच कन्व्हर्सेशन आर यू गोइंग टू टेक? इज इट दिस हॅज हॅपन्ड ओव्हर I feel in last 10 years, sir. आणि स्पेसिफिकली स्पीकिंग सर, खरंच तुम्ही मी इथे बसलो आहे, मला एक ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी मिळाली म्हणून मी तुमच्याशी हे बोलत नाही किंवा मी सगळ्यांशी बोलत नाही, पण मीडिया ही इज द मोस्ट, इवन टुडे विथ द ॲडव्हेंट ऑफ ऑल टेक्नॉलॉजीज पॉसिबल, इज द मोस्ट अनऑर्गनाइज सेक्टर, ज्याला तुम्ही ऑर्गनाईज करून घेण्याचा प्रयत्न करत आहात. सो हे खूप अवघड आहे. आजही आम्ही जेव्हा शूट करतो त्यावेळेला कित्येक ठिकाणी आमचे प्लॅनिंग फक्त देवाच्या कृपेनी आपलं, वी जस्ट हॅव टू प्रे, आज पाऊस पडू नये, कॅमेराज लागलेले आहेत, शॉर्ट बजेटमध्ये, मराठीचं म्हणतोय मी, इतकी अवघड परिस्थितीमध्ये आपण शूट करतो, आणि म्हणून मी त्याला अनऑर्गनाइज्ड म्हणतो. तर त्याला ऑर्गनाईज करण्यासाठी म्हणून तुम्ही जी ही स्कूल किंवा हा कोर्स जो डिफाईन केलेला, आय थिंक दिस इज गोइंग टू बी पाथ ब्रेकिंग. And I think if you ask me what is going to be the next future of media, is definitely, I think Shrenik can speak better on this, it is definitely digital, but I feel ki in our scope, our area of work, I think it is going to be the VFX, and VFX schools and VFX education is going to be the next, game changer.
I think I agree with a lot what you said, I think one of the biggest paradigm changes that have happened is previously we used to have readers and viewers, right? That has shifted to those readers and viewers have become media in themselves. They are the mediums, right? Because what they do is share. Right? So that in that act itself, or they build on it, right? There the reaction videos and all of that's happening. So I think to me, the greatest media in the world are the people. There's 7 billion of us walking around, right? And that's the energy we need to tap into, right? Also, one more thing, if I may, right? What is entertainment has changed completely, right? A tweet can be a joke. It can be a piece of information. It can be philosophy. Kunal runs a show that discovers hidden gems in this thing, right? Isn't that entertainment? Entertainment doesn't just always make you laugh, it provokes you to think, it does all kinds of things. And there are many, many people expressing themselves in many, many different ways and redefining that world. So for us to go ahead, I think we have to become comfortable with the uncomfortable.
I think I can add what Bobby is saying in Marathi. की फार वर्षांपूर्वी रुपर मर्डॉक ओन द स्टार आणि ते ठरवायचे की कोणत्या देशाची इकॉनॉमी कुठे चालली आहे, कोणता मूवी चांगला आहे, कोणतं रेस्टॉरंट, कुठे पैसे इन्व्हेस्ट केले पाहिजेत. पण हल्ली मीडियाने प्रत्येक बॉबी म्हटल्याप्रमाणे 7 बिलियन लोकांना प्लॅटफॉर्म दिला. प्रत्येकजण सांगू शकतो की कोणता मूवी चांगला आहे, कोणतं. त्यामुळे प्रत्येकजण हा मीडिया आहे. आणि आय थिंक हा एक मीडिया उलट संपत नाही चालला, उलट मीडिया वाढत चालला आहे. Every individual is a medium today and a media.
Yep.
So I think that's what Bobby is saying, and I also agree with him.
Thank you. Can we? Okay.
Yeah, if I may add a little bit, I know I look very young, but I have been in the business for a very long time. 40 वर्षापूर्वी जे आम्ही शिकत होतो JJला, आणि आज what tools you use to create today are the same tools. Nothing has really changed. Technology is what changes, and hence your medium, your media changes. But how do you write a script? You were writing the same script 40 years ago. You're writing the same script today in the same fashion. How do you communicate? I started with painting posters with my hand. Today we are doing it on digital, but the way to conceive the poster is pretty much the same. Target audiences change, technology changes, but creativity, I think the basis of creativity, the same visual communication books that we had for JJ first year, second year, are still relevant today because the process of creativity always remains the same. And you only have more tools to play with. पूर्वी रंग आणि कागद होता, मग थोडं फिल्म आली, मग व्हिडिओ आला, पण everything is still the same. So this is the unusual thing about creativity, media and entertainment is while everything changes, nothing changes.
Right, that's very insightful. Yeah, Shrenik.
Sorry, I will not speak in Marathi because my Marathi is Gujarati Marathi. So it will have some aspects of Gujarati, so I'll rather speak in any language I'm comfortable. So I completely agree with everything which you guys mentioned. I'll add a few things. The mediums are evolving, right? There are, while of course the media is going futuristic, the mediums are evolving so much. When we started the agency back in 2012, people would be like, "Arey, हाँ, आप digital जनता हो, आप लोग को digital समझता है." Over a period of time, we realized our parents also started understanding digital. Our grandparents also started understanding digital. And the generation below us, the Gen Z or the Gen Alpha, has evolved so much. One anecdote I'll speak about. We hired a Gen Z in our strategy team sometime back. When she joined us on the first day, of course, like any other new joinee, we gave her a laptop. And she was like, "What? What do I do of the laptop?" लाइक आप इस पे काम करोगे, लैपटॉप पे तो काम करते हैं. लाइक नो, आई डोंट वर्क ऑन अ लैपटॉप, आई वर्क ऑन माई फोन. लाइक आप फोन पे PPTs कैसे बनाओगे, आप फोन पे एक्सेल शीट कैसे बनाओगे? She said, boss, everything I do it on my phone. She rejected the company laptop. She's creating some of her best presentations on her phone. She's presenting in the meetings on her phone. Right? So the mediums are evolving so much that as an organization, as the media fraternity, we also have to, we have to, be updated with the latest in the mediums and be updated with all types of generation. Grandmothers on metaverse, parents on Instagram reels, us evolving across multiple digital generations, and of course Gen Z and Gen Alpha doing things which we can't even imagine.
Can I involve Mr. Swapnil into the conversation on how do you see the media and the entertainment into the future?
Good evening everybody. Firstly congratulations to Bhujbal sir, Adarniya sahib, and akhya team la big congratulations. I think it's a great step in the right direction. If I could identify media in one term, I'd call it brouhaha. The dictionary meaning of brouhaha is organized chaos. So I think media is all about brouhaha. And you guys are trying to organize this chaos for not just the present, but also the future of this country. And I think it's a step not only in the right direction, it's also a step which is going to have a huge impact in how people see Indian media 5, 10, 20 years down the line, because you're going to create professionals, you're going to create expert people in different fields of media through this course, and more power to you and more power to such institutions to create our future for our country.
Thank you.
Having said that, 2 or 3 little things that I wanted to share about the whole conversation. The stalwarts here in the panel, and मला फक्त मनापासून असं वाटतं की मीडिया काय आहे, मीडिया एक्सप्रेशनचा एक भाग आहे आणि एक्सप्रेशन युनिव्हर्सल असतात. म्हणजे जोपर्यंत आपल्याला पायाला ठेच लागल्यावर आपण आई ग म्हणतो ना, तोपर्यंत माणसाचा विचार बदलू शकत नाही. ज्या दिवशी आपण ठेच लागल्यावर वेगळं काहीतरी म्हणून ना, त्या दिवशी काळजी करायचं कारण आहे की आता विचार बदलतोय माणसाचा. त्यामुळे जसं प्रत्येक पॅनलिस्ट तिकडे सांगतोय की आता फॉर्मॅट बदलतोय. पूर्वी काय होतं, एक वर्तमानपत्र यायचं आणि ते जे म्हणायचं ते लाखो लोक ऐकायची. आता प्रत्येकजण एक वर्तमानपत्र आहे. मग वर्तमानपत्र बदललंय का, तर नाही, वर्तमानपत्राचं स्वरूप बदललंय. पूर्वी एक TV असायचा ज्याच्यात एक कार्यक्रम यायचा आणि तो कार्यक्रम सगळे बघायचे आणि आपण तो कार्यक्रम जे दाखवायचा ते आपण म्हणायचो हां ही पूर्व दिशा किंवा हे चांगलं किंवा हे वाईट. आता प्रत्येकाच्या हातात एक TV आहे ज्याला आपण स्मार्टफोन म्हणतो. आता प्रत्येकजण त्या TVने त्याला पाहिजे तो कार्यक्रम बनवू शकतो. म्हणजे मला असं वाटलं की मला कुणालसारखं काहीतरी फूडचा शो बनवायचा आहे तर मी बनवू शकतो. माझ्या हातात माझा TV आहे आणि तो TV जगाला प्रसारित करतो मला जे हवं ते. सो आता फक्त स्वप्नील करतो ती ॲक्टिंग करता नाही, आता कोणी करू शकतं. म्हणजे टिकटॉक सारख्या ॲप नंतर आपण बघतोय की गृहिणी आहेत ज्यांना लाखो मिलियन्स ऑफ फॉलोअर्स आहेत. त्यामुळे मला असं वाटतं की मीडिया आणि एंटरटेनमेंट ही एक अशी गोष्ट ना, ही माणसाच्या मूलभूत गरजांपैकी एक आहे असं मला मनापासून वाटतं. म्हणजे जसं अन्न वस्त्र निवारा ही माणसाची मूलभूत गरज आहे, तसं एंटरटेन होणं आणि एंटरटेन करणं ही आपली मूलभूत गरज आहे. तुम्ही जर अगदी हजारो वर्षांपूर्वीपासून पाहिलं तर पूर्वी राजनर्तक होते, राजनर्तकी होत्या, मग गाण्याचे कार्यक्रम व्हायचे. आपण ऐकलंय की तानसेन होते आणि या राजाच्या दरबारात तो गवई असायचा आणि त्या राजाच्या दरबारात ही नर्तकी असायची. सो फॉर्म चेंज होऊ शकतो एंटरटेनमेंटचा, त्याचं ॲप्लिकेशन चेंज होऊ शकतं, पण त्याची जी मूलभूत गरज आहे एंटरटेन होण्याची ती हजारो वर्षापूर्वीपासून आणि येणारी हजारो वर्ष असणार आहे. आणि जोपर्यंत ही गरज आहे तोपर्यंत मीडिया आणि एंटरटेनमेंटला मरण नाही, आणि जोपर्यंत मीडिया आणि एंटरटेनमेंटला मरण नाही तोपर्यंत ते शिकण्याला मरण नाही आणि ते शिकवण्याला मरण नाही, असं मला मनापासून वाटतं.
That's really interesting, yeah.
Can I add one thing?
Yeah, please go ahead.
You know, this is a bit of a fear, okay? जेवढं मीडिया डेमोक्रेटाइज होते, सगळ्यांच्या हातात बटन आहे, सगळ्यांच्या हातात फोन आहे, इट बिकम्स मोर डिफिकल्ट फॉर जेन्युइन प्रोफेशनल्स to exist, because the biggest see we realize when मी जेव्हा ॲडव्हर्टायझिंग एजन्सीमध्ये काम करत होतो ते ॲड्स हाताने बनायचे, टाईप सेटिंग मागवून कट पेस्ट करून बनवायचे. देन द कम्प्युटर्स केम. ऑफिसमध्ये पहिला ॲपल मॅकिंटॉश आला अँड एव्हरीवन स्टार्टेड डिझायनिंग. It was so simple to design that even the client started designing. You know? So what happens is with technology becoming easier and everybody being able to do it, mediocrity rises. Because everybody can do it now.
That's very
there is no
interesting,
body shape, third beat, kai nahi tala. And then you have to rise above that mediocrity to make your mark. So this is the fear of today's, it's going to happen. You can't stop people. And apne hatat naste. And to power to everybody. Out of the mediocrity, something great will also come. But it becomes more difficult for a professional, a media professional to now exist in this current situation. That's where you have to apply your own creativity, difference. How do you stand out? And how are you, most importantly, relevant in today's day and age?
I think what Kunal is trying to say is की पूर्वी आपल्याकडे म्हणायचं ना की आपल्याकडे म्हण होती की आपलं नाणं खणखणीत तर ते वाजणारच. आता इतकी नाणी आहेत बाजारात आणि सगळी आवाज करतायत. तर कुठलं खणखणीत आणि कुठलं नाही हे ठरवणं जरा कठीण झालंय आणि ते ठरवायची कला आता त्याचा वेगळा एक आर्ट फॉर्म होईल येणाऱ्या काळात असं मला वाटतं की चांगली माणसं, चांगला टॅलेंट, चांगली लोकं हेरणं आणि त्या सगळ्या गर्दीमधनं म्हणजे नीडल इन हेस्टॅक फेनॉमेनन म्हणतो ज्याला आपण, ती उचलणं, ती वेचणं आणि ती निवडून त्यांना पुढे नेणं किंवा त्यांच्यावर कोणीतरी पैसे लावणं किंवा त्यांच्या आयडियावर कोणीतरी बेट करणं इज गोइंग टू बी अ interesting journey going forward.
So, but I'm going to differ with both of you. I'm not worried. I think the professional will always do well. The professionals, some of these professionals, they'll learn on the job, right? They'll create content, they'll become better and better at it, and they'll find their own voice and they'll create that. Also, there is, and YouTube lets you do that. There's also TikTok, right? Which I think is a medium based on the brilliance of stupidity, right? It's very stupid shines. But these are all of us think, oh man, that thing's a huge viral hit. If you look for the second hit from that same person, you won't find it. Because they just got lucky. And that piece of content was timely and it had to live only in that moment and it goes on. Right? Also, in terms of, anything, all these tools, right? At the end of the day, they are a tool. Even AI is a tool. I mean, ek sangto, makadacha hatat tumi paints dile na, what will happen is a lot of people will get dirty. But if you give the same paints to an artist, he'll create a masterpiece. And that's the thing with tools, right? You need great artists in their soul to use them to create brilliance.
Thank you.
Also,
yes, Mr.
I also have a perspective here.
All right, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Over to Shreni.
Yeah. So while of course you mentioned that you mentioned a term mediocrity. I have a different perspective here. I think mediocrity is subjective, right? For someone, it might be mediocrity, but someone below them, it might be excellence, right? So I think any kind of art form will find its audience. Right? And if an audience is found, it's okay if it is mediocre for the person above, but the person has found audience. So I think that is the power which digital and the mediums are giving right now, where, a lot of people are getting their audiences. Think of, say, someone like a Killy Paul, right? He, he's based out of Africa. He does not speak English, does not speak Hindi, but dances on Hindi songs consistently. And most of his songs get viral, right? So, some people might feel that dance is very common, but for a lot of others it is excellent. So I think it's very, very subjective.
Thank you. Yeah, Dr. Ajit.
Also, earlier when we used to read newspaper at our homes, nobody used to know what we read, what we liked, what we disliked. But now, with the penetration of internet, everything is more. What content you are watching, what are the films you are liking, what articles reading. So that's how. So internet is agencies generating algorithms, and that's how they are. What content is in demand, that content is also being produced. So if you pitch certain scripts to Netflix will ask you, Do you have an action subject, police investigation drama? They want certain things which are consumed by the people. So
Right.
I think for creating a different could be some limitations.
Right. Thank you for your insight. Yeah, quite a varied view. Yeah, you wanted to add something?
No. As long as Swapnil Joshi's Walvi does extremely big business and my Ran Bazaar does extremely big business, we all are okay.
Thank you, Akshay. For the Walvi is streaming now on Z5. Ran Bazaar on Planet Bharati.
See, I'm a huge fan
direct
of
marketing.
प्लीज थोडंसं डायग्रेस करतोय. कोणीही वाळवी बघितली नसेल इथे समजा तर प्लीज झी5 ला सबस्क्राईब करा आणि आत्ताच्या आत्ता बघा. इथून उतरल्या वन ऑफ द फायनेस्ट फिल्म्स दॅट मराठी इंडस्ट्री हॅज प्रोड्यूस इन द लास्ट 100 years.
Thank you, Akshay. Thank you so much.
Now just to kind of move a little forward and maybe a bit more serious into it. For example, you just talked about subscribing to Z5 and watch as you go forward. That brings me to the next thought, that today we are observing that the media consumption habits are changing. And I mean, whatever be the factor, I mean, you can probably shed more light onto it. But since the media consumption habits have either changed or they are changing so fast, how does that affect the business of creativity? I mean, you're all from that fraternity, so how does that affect the business of creativity? What would you say?
I think it definitely affects. See, फुकट ते पौष्टिक हे मराठीमध्ये एक म्हण आहे. हो ना स्वप्नील, बरोबर अशीच आहे ना? Unfortunately, anything that is freely available is always sold better. We are having a huge, we are in a dilemma. We are a OTT platform ourselves. आम्ही खूप जोशामध्ये सुरू केलं होतं. माधुरी दीक्षितला आणलं, made her the brand ambassador, and we called ourselves the world's first Marathi OTT. We got in content, we got everything possible. सगळं काही ready आहे. Where is the subscriber? All of your business, your UI, your UX, your everything at one side, and content is on the other side. And trust me, we launched on August 31st, 2021. By the time we reached 2022 May, we had ran out of complete monies. And I said, boss, फंस गया अब तू. बैंड बजा डाली खुद की, OTT बहुत कर रहा था, अब कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. Pack your bags and go home. Don't know what to answer to your investors also. And there came Ran Bazaar. And it instilled my faith so much that it answered all my negativity. It wiped off all my negativity. And Ran Bazaar gave us 1.5 lakh subscribers in less than 1 month. That is probably, and I'm not concocting anything. In fact, if there is any case study where I can prove myself, and that is where I again felt, whatever you're doing right now is, good. It's just that you have to build good content. And this is where we tell our producers, our directors, ki baba amala changla content diya, tar amala subscribers milte. So the answer to this is, in the zamana of YouTube, where everything is freely available, and you get automated monetized, because the more people you come and everything. So every platform has a different way of functioning, right? We are over the top, right? The whole point is for us to cut through this whole thing, cut through the YouTubes and cut through all the free platforms and get people onto your platform. The only thing that you can do is create good content, and I can speak only about that because that is what has proven for me. And rest if AI will follow, everything will follow. Everything has its own advantages, but according to me, if there is no good content, you cannot find good subscribers.
I think one other interesting point today is this all free media. We're talking Facebook, WhatsApp, all this media, but actually is in the world of today, entrepreneurs and startups and new companies and new ideas. Early days, tomorrow I have an idea and start a company, I have to buy media. Today I don't have to buy a media, it's a free media. So if you have a good idea, you upload that idea, or put your thought, or do marketing, it's cheap. All you need a good idea. So I think media is helping to get the best idea to put forward, taking your idea to the open the world. So I think the fear of early days, I have a brand, I have to buy Times of India, and the Times of India is 3 crore rupees. It's impossible to build a brand, idea, product. Today, if you just need a good idea, so I think media is helping and democratize the idea. So I think it's going to get better.
Right, thank you. Can I go forth into a little?
I just want to add
yeah,
one
please.
thing, right? I think one of the things that we always need to concentrate on is that the currency that powers content is not money. It is people's attention. If you've got that, you'll monetize everything.
Right, thank you.
So much visual pollution right now on the media. So how to organize that? That's the thing.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Can I? I have to add one.
And if you need more women subscribers on your OTT or your platform, then you should have a Swapnil Doshi film on your.
Most desirable. Most desirable. No?
Most desirable.
He's just smiling to himself. Yeah. Okay. Let me go. Okay. You want to address something?
No, I think Akshay is very kind. I think he's very dear friend, like a brother. I think he's very kind.
Just going forward, I mean, we hear a lot of stuff, these new buzzwords that we're hearing about, maybe the artificial intelligence or the augmented reality, virtual reality is probably becoming a thing of the past, machine learning, big data, all of that. And today probably you can just ask maybe a platform like ChatGPT to create a character, what's the background you want, what you want it to kind of talk about. And once, I mean, people came up with the ideas, and now if you have these tools available and these kind of, and that too, a lot of them rising to the surface. So how do you think that will shape up and how would it affect the business of creativity?
इंसान ने कंप्यूटर को बनाया, अभी कंप्यूटर हमको बना रहा है. That is ChatGPT. I don't think, again coming to the same point that, we don't know the pace that our whole systems are being made these days, and we don't even know. आज अपन हाँ phone use करते हैं and उधर something else comes up and the whole paradigm, the whole lifestyle will change for you. We don't even know. Were we aware of? I mean, at least someone like me, I wasn't even aware of what ChatGPT was until 3 months back. And ChatGPT, what is ChatGPT, boss? Can someone explain me what is ChatGPT? Somebody, then I asked someone and I said, what is ChatGPT? He said, कुछ नहीं रे, वो film बना देता है automatic. So that is ChatGPT. So I don't know, this all evolving and evolving. We are just getting evolved every day. Tomorrow the bank says, you can't withdraw money from the ATMs. What do we do? No, sir, digital currency है. अब digital वापरो तो okay, वही वापरेंगे. पैसा होना चाहिए account में, बस इतना ही है. So I'm saying the whole thing is, what we are going to go through is something that we don't know. Again, I may be a layman or I may not be, enlightened with a lot of information. Probably my panelist here, Shrenik, should be able to speak about it more.
I've used ChatGPT and Midjourney, right? In fact, for one of our clients, the mandate is for all the social posts, all the images will be created in Midjourney, because the kind of things you can create, right, is all you have to do is write the prompts. Let's say I want 2 middle-aged South Indian men holding a tablet. They are in a workshop, it's middle of the day, but there's also artificial lighting and there's a truck in the background. Good luck to you finding that picture, right? You aren't going to find it. If you try to Photoshop it, it'll look like really bad. I was about to curse. Sorry about that. It'll look really bad and it'll take you 5 days. Because just finding all the... In ChatGPT, by just, altering the prompts, it was done in 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And we had 5 options. So that's where it's going. So you know what? it took somebody to write the prompts. So, I mean, I've used ChatGPT because I write short stories. Let me not say write, I dabble in all these trivial pursuits. I use that to sort of kickstart my brain. You know, I'll say, okay, you know, what if it was a thriller that was based like this, right? These kind of, and change the, so now I've got 10 different starting points that I wouldn't have thought of myself, because my lived experience is not that, right? ChatGPT's lived experience is the entire universe of data that exists, right? So that's the thing that's possible, but there'll always be a human being. The thing is, you know, what we forget is that these machines have brains, they have no soul. Okay, they don't feel. They sort of approximate feelings that we've felt. And as long as we can do that, human beings will always be at the cutting edge of creativity. And AI will be at the imitation end of creativity.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think what AI will do is, I think what, taking his
this,
point forward, I think what AI or these engines or these systems will do, they will facilitate work for us. Or they'll speeden it up, or they will make it easier, or they'll make it smarter or better. So they can only enhance the experience.
Right.
But somebody will have to first envisage the experience, internalize the experience, and command to these machines or engines, and then probably they'll envisage them for you in a better way.
So reconceiving that in the mind will remain. That's what I think.
मला असं वाटतं की creativity is always an internal process. It's never an external. The external process is only the actual way of putting it on the paper to pen. But it's always कोणाला तरी frame सुचते ना. कोणाला तरी गाणं सुचतं, कोणाला तरी एक थॉट सुचतो, ह्याना कुठली तरी ॲडचं एक काहीतरी व्हिज्युअल दिसतं. जोपर्यंत ते आपल्याकडे आहे ना, तोपर्यंत मला असं वाटतं की इमिजिएट फ्युचरमध्ये आपल्याला घाबरायची गरज नाही. जोपर्यंत विचार आपला आहे इमिजिएट फ्युचरमध्ये, कदाचित अजून 10 वर्षांनी असं होईल की तो विचारही कोणतरी करत असेल, पण दॅट्स फॉर सम अदर डिस्कशन and some other panel.
I just want to add one thing, build on what you say, because it's a very, very important thing, right? AI can evolve or build on something that already exists. It cannot create something that doesn't exist, right? So it can create a rom-com plot based on all the plots that exist. But, you know, if you think of something that doesn't exist as of now, AI can't do that.
जोपर्यंत काही गोष्टी आपण बघतो ना, आपण कळतं की आपलं हसायला येतं उगाचच कधी कधी काय काय छोट्या गोष्टी बघून, आणि कधी काही काय काय गोष्टी रडायला उत्सुक करतात. हे यायला कधीच कळणार नाही असं का होतं. जोपर्यंत यायला हे कळणार नाही तोपर्यंत ते कधीच इमोशनल कॉन्टेंट बनवू शकणार नाहीत. कारण का कधी कधी आपण साधा आकाश बघून छान वाटतं, ते कसं करणार त्यांना. तर आय थिंक जोपर्यंत त्याच्यामध्ये ब्रेन आहे पण सोल नाही आहे, बॉबी म्हटल्याप्रमाणे, ते तसंच वेळ लागेल. आणि अजून एक गोष्ट म्हणजे आपण काय प्रश्न विचारतोय, कारण का उत्तर हे तितकंच चांगलं आहे जितका चांगला प्रश्न. तर त्यामध्ये काय प्रश्न टाकतोय आपण, त्याला पण क्रिएटिव्हिटी लागते, त्याला पण विचार लागतात, त्याला पण वेळ लागतो. म्हणजे उत्तर इज ओनली ॲज गुड ॲज युअर क्वेश्चन इज. सो यू नीड टू हॅव अ ब्रेन टू ॲड as right question.
Yeah, Dr. Ajit wants to add something.
I would like to share my first experience with ChatGPT. Few months back, one of my friend called, "अरे तू script लिखता है, तू लिख रहा है, तो तू ये use नहीं किया है, it is very useful, you should use it." So I was struck somewhere around a scene where a character gets kidnapped. So I logged into ChatGPT and I put words. Thrilling incidences to kidnap a person. Immediately the answer came, "Please don't do any such things, you will be punished by law."
So it has the limitation. Yeah, thank you so much.
It is ChatGPT is very good at providing information. It is excellent. It is far superior than Google, and it is very good at translation from one language to another. You can literally put a novel and get an English copy of it.
Right, thank you. So thank you so much. I know with you stalwarts under the dais, I mean, we can go on, I mean, but yeah, in the interest of time, can I just...
Thank you.
It's a very good idea for the entire management of MET to start a chat MET, if possible.
That's a good one, thank you. Yeah. Can I request you all to just summarize in one sentence, maybe starting with Dr. Ajit there, and then we go on. One, what is your thought on the business of creativity that we're discussing, and your advice to the young generation that wants to get into the business of media and entertainment?
First of all, creative process and creative thought process. That is the most complex behavior of a human being. I think AI, that will be the last thing that will be solved by AI. If creative people will lose job, by then all human beings would have lost jobs. So I think that is not going to happen, because emotions, dedication, that is the core part of it. And actually, I don't come from any film school, but yet I find it very, very wonderful that creating a platform where every student can learn everything under one roof. It is such a wonderful thing.
Thank you.
And my best wishes to all the students.
Thank you so much. Mr. Akshat, over to you, please.
I don't know if there are any students here, but in future, if you can probably convey this to the students, that in the media industry there is nothing called as work from home. And
that's a good one, yeah.
तुम्ही काहीही करू शकत नाही. There is no work from home. तुम्हाला बाहेर जावं लागतं, तुम्हाला शूट करावं लागतं. If you are a journalist, you have to go with a boom mic outside, go to Mantralaya, go to places. You can't.
Varsha.
Sir, भीती वाटते काही बोलायला. So I think there is a lot of hard work. You have to spend a lot of hours. Again, coming to the to the same thing, media is an unorganized industry. You can't. You will have to ensure everything. With all the chat GPTs and everything, you still have to go out and shoot. So you can't do anything. And plus, in the larger world, in America, and this was recently told to me by Ujjwal Nergudkar sir, who is a permanent member to Oscars. He told me that in America you cannot go. असं वाटलं की मला जाऊन स्वप्नील जोशीचा आवाज डब करावा तर मी नाही करू शकत. There is a union there. You have to go through all those things. So they have tried to organize that themselves. In India, that is still not there. So my suggestion, my advice, a piece of advice is that whatever it is, apart from the creativity, you will have to be prepared to go out and work for hours and hours. Otherwise, media looks very glamorous. It is not that glamorous when you actually start working on it.
Right.
So my
Thank you. Over to Kunal, please.
And sorry, once again thank you sir. मी मध्ये स्वतः विचार करत होतो की एखादी मीडिया स्कूल किंवा एखादी मीडिया अँड एंटरटेनमेंट स्कूल काही सुरू करता येऊ शकते का, आणि तशा प्रकारचा विचार माझ्या डोक्यात आला. आणि त्याच वेळेला हे आम्हाला MITच्या पूजानी मला इन्व्हाइट केलं. सो तुमचं खरंच धन्यवाद. मला असं सारखं वाटतं की मी का 10 वर्षापूर्वी तुम्ही ही स्कूल सुरू नाही केली. प्रॉब्ली खूप फायदा झाला.
Pleasure to have you here, sir, and thank you so much for your insights. Mr. Kunal.
I don't know what to say. माझं एकच मत आहे की whatever we do in media and entertainment, we do for audiences, for people to watch what we do, look at what we do, and appreciate what we do. What we also land up doing, and I have seen this now very closely in news media and in entertainment media, is that we have started dumbing down for our audiences. We underestimate the intelligence of our audience all the time. What happens is that we then land up doing extremely mediocre work. So my plea to anybody who's in the creative field is, do not think of your audience as fools, that त्यांना समजणार नाही, आपण थोडं सोपं म्हणून करून सांगूया त्यांना. Don't do that. Your responsibility is to uplift people.
Right.
Your responsibility is not come down to the level of people. So don't, I'm saying ki thoda responsibility ahe ti, just see it through,
Right.
And don't do this only for numbers, बाबा मी एकदम काहीतरी चावटपणा केला तर सगळे येतील आणि बघतील वगैरे वगैरे. It's okay, you'll get lesser people, but maintain some amount of standard and responsibility in any kind of work that you do.
Thank you so much. Over to you, Bobby.
I'll just paraphrase everything. There's an old saying that the audience is not a moron, she's your wife.
Yep.
She's way smarter than you
Right.
are. Right? And that's this thing. For me, I think it's two words, no? Don't shove the small words, right? Stay and curious. Because the day your curiosity dies, your creativity will follow suit. It will die soon after. If you live, curious people go out there in the world, they live. They absorb all the stories that the world has to offer, right? And those stories are transformed through the power of their imagination and their experiences. All the feelings that they've had, the hurt and the joys, it's transformed by all of that. But if you don't live, you don't experience all those stories that the world has. I mean, my favorite thing in this thing, my wife hates me for that. But now we've become co-conspirators. Right in the beginning, she was, we go to a restaurant, I'm more interested in the conversation the other tables are having than the conversation we are having. I mean, I kid you not, the films I've written that have come from those conversations, right?
Okay.
If I could give money back to them, I would, not too much though.
Right.
Right?
Thank you. Over to Raj, please. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Bobby. I know Bobby's wife. I know what he's saying is true. I think दोन शब्द फक्त असे की मीडिया चेंज होत राहील. आपण मीडियाला फ्रेंड बनवला पाहिजे. द कोर इज आयडिया. मीडिया हा नेहमी प्लॅटफॉर्म असणार आहे आणि आयडिया ही ट्रेन आहे त्या प्लॅटफॉर्मवर येणारी. तर आपण या कॉलेजमध्ये आयडियावर फोकस केला पाहिजे. आज जेव्हा आपण आज ChatGPT आहे, उद्या अजून काहीतरी नवीन येईल, पण आयडिया, विचार करण्याची पद्धत, नवीन काहीतरी करण्याची पद्धत, त्याच्यावरती आपण फोकस केला तर मीडिया येत जाईल, बदलत राहील. पण नवीन नवीन विचार करण्याची पद्धत किंवा क्रिएटिव्हिटी हाच आपला कोर आहे आणि तिथेच आपण राहिलं पाहिजे.
थँक्यू सो मच. ओव्हर टू यू, स्वप्नील.
While we're winding up, I would again want to thank the management for calling me here. पुन्हा एकदा आदरणीय भुजबळ साहेबांचं आणि पूर्ण टीमचं कौतुक आणि अभिनंदन या उत्तम उपक्रमासाठी आणि खूप खूप शुभेच्छा संपूर्ण टीमला या उपक्रमासाठी आमच्या सगळ्यांच्या वतीने इनफॅक्ट.
थँक्यू सो मच.
आणि मला असं वाटतं की बिझनेस इन दी आर्ट ऑफ क्रिएटिव्हिटी ह्याच्यात आपण फक्त क्रिएटिव्हिटीवर जोर देऊया. क्रिएटिव्हिटी चांगली असेल, बिझनेस आपोआप होईल.
That's lovely advice. Thank you. Over to you, Shrenik.
I'll speak as an alumni. One of the advices I had got in one of the lectures was, if you don't ask, the answer is always going to be a no.
Oh, that's 12 years ago, 13 years ago at MIT, right?
And I'll quote you an example. Our first ever movie marketing project, I texted another MIT alumni on Facebook. Those were the days of Facebook chat. I texted her that, I'm also an MIT alumni. We're trying to build something on digital. Let's meet up and let's do some work. That was the first cold message I'd sent, MIT alumni. And today, in the last 4 years, we marketed 200 plus Bollywood movies.
Wow.
Right? So, if you don't ask, answer nahi hone wala hai, right? So, whenever, if you can, show this to the students, my point would be, this is your area, these are your years to network. You're going to meet tomorrow's Swapnils, tomorrow's Akshay, and tomorrow's everyone sitting over here, right? So please network as much as possible. Of course, there are lots to learn, lot of things to learn, lot of interesting subjects which you mentioned, but this is your time to network, right? So that's my piece of advice.
Thank you so much for all of us here at MIT and all the dignitaries here today, this evening. A big thank you to all of you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you coming onto the dais and helping us with the insights and the views. Come on, put your hands together for such valuable insights and the advices that we've all received. Thank you. May I request you to kindly take your seats, please. Can we have the dais cleared up? Yeah. Can I request Chairman sir and Pankaj sir to please come up, and Dr. Wak, please, for a group photograph. Thank you. Thank you so much. Can we request trophy? Something? During the can we request Chairman sir to give away a token of appreciation to Mr. Kunal? We, while facilitating, just missed out on something. Quickly, please, Mr. Kunal, over to the dais, and Mr. Akshay, I would request you 2 minutes of yours again onto the dais. Mr. Kunal, can we? Mr. Kunal, if I can I request Pankaj sir onto the stage, please, quickly. And Mr. Kunal, can you come up on the dais for a moment? A token of appreciation that was just missed out. Come on, please. Volunteers, quickly come forth. And also I would request Akshay sir, was Mr. Akshay. Come on, please put hands together. Please come in, sir. Mr. Akshay, can I request you to please come up? Just a token of appreciation. At the hands of Honorable Trustee Shri Pankaj Bhujbal sir. Okay, we are just quickly moving forward to the awards ceremony, and we are coming up with the valued partnership with Academia Awards to the people from the HR fraternity. They have not only contributed to their organization and the human capital that they manage, but they have taken initiatives to contribute to academia that prepares the professionals. So can I request Pankaj sir to please come up on the dais? Pankaj sir, can we? Okay, in the meanwhile, I would request Dr. Wagh to please come up onto the stage. Please come onto the stage for the awardings, and we'll be bestowing the honors for the valued partnership with the Academy Awards to the HR professionals. And first, Dr. Wagh, please come onto the stage. And we have the first recipient of this award is Mr. Sunil Sheth. He is HR Director, South Asia of Denso International. Please put your hands together for him as he comes up. And we, as academicians, we really value such partnerships that really goes a long way in preparing the young generation. Please put your hands together a little louder. Next, we have Mr. Manish Khandelwal. He is Head HR and Talent Acquisition, VMLY and our Networks India. Please come forward. Please put your hands together and just applause. Yes. Really appreciate.
The next to be invited on stage is Mr. Prashant Vyas, Head HR, The Minimalist.
Please come forward.
Please come forward.
Mr. Prashant Vyas. Mr. Prashant Vyas. Yeah. Come on. There he is. Put your hands together for Mr. Prashant.
Congratulations. The next to be invited on stage is Ms. Monica Pereira, Head HR, BC Webwise.
Monica Pereira, please come forth. Please put your hands together, all of us here. Let's applaud them. They are really making a difference as all their efforts prepare the young generation to rise up and take their rightful places. Next awardee is Ruchira Srivastava. She is CHRO of Z Media Corporation Limited, but due to her professional commitment, she could not be here. In her instead, Shweta Shubhadarshini will be coming forth and receiving the award. She is head HR, Shweta herself. Please put your hands together for Ruchira, the recipient of this award. Next we have Mustafa Merchant. He is Associate VP HR with Geo Studio. Can we have him up on the stage? Mustafa, please put your hands together for him. Come on, put your hands together. Let's applaud. Thank you.
Next, we invite on stage Elson Sequeira, Associate Director, Madison World. Please put your hands together for Elson.
And next we have Jyoti Udayanath P, Group HR Manager, TN Employee Engagement, Ultra Media Entertainment Private Limited. Due to her some professional commitment, she could not be here. We'll be bestowing it upon her later. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. May we request Pankaj sir to please come out on the dais as we go forth and we bestow the honors for MIT alumni for the achievements in media. It's called the Achievement in Media Award. And the first recipient of this award is Anup Kadam, Creative Executive Netflix. Come on, put your hands together for Anup.
We would like to invite Mr. Rohit Satoskar, Senior Manager Sales with Z Entertainment Enterprises Limited. Please put your hands together for him.
Vishaka ma'am.
Vishaka ma'am.
Vishaka ma'am, can we request you to please come on the dais, please? Mr. Sumit Kumar is the next recipient, CEO of Market Chanakya. Can we have you on the stage, please, to receive this honor? Come on, put your hands together for Sumit Kumar, Met alumni receiving the Achievement in Media Award here.
The next to be invited on stage is Mr. Ankit Jain, OAP Creative Communication with Disney Star.
Please put your hands together for him.
The next on stage would be Mr. Agasti Kaulgi, Deputy General Manager Corporate Communication with Tata Motors.
Next, we invite to applaud Mehak Singhi, Marketing Manager, Disney Plus Star. Come on, put your hands together. Yeah, that shout out was good.
Next, we call upon Pranita Vidwankar, Senior Media Director, Mindshare Fulcrum. Congratulations.
Naveen Tiwari, Executive Producer, Sony Pictures Network Limited, is the next recipient of Achievement in Media Award.
The next awardee is Sarvesh Belekar, Management Supervisor from Ogilvy.
Sarvesh, please put your hands together for Sarvesh as he comes forward. Puneet Ruparel, Project Manager at Netflix, is the next awardee, receiving Achievement in Media Award, being MUT alumni. Puneet. Okay, he is away. Next is Devesh Chawla, founder and CEO, Chatur Ideas. Can we have him on the stage? Yeah, please put your hands together for Devesh. Thank you. Two more awardees, Delna Shroff and Gautam Sheth. They could not be here due to the professional commitments, and we would be bestowing these honors upon them a little later. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. Before we will be just playing a small little video that will be giving us a glimpse about Met Institute of PGDM that will be offering this fantastic program that we just launched, PGDM in Media and Entertainment. So can we have the small little clip, and then we'll be just going forward into a little more entertainment and yeah, we'll be announcing. Thank you. On behalf of Board of Trustees of Mumbai Educational Trust, Bhojpur City, I take this opportunity to thank all our honorable guests being here, distinguished personality from the media and the academia and the corporate fraternity for their presence and cooperation to make this event successful. Thank you all for taking the time out of your busy schedule and being here and marking this evening with your glorious presence. Without your support, it wouldn't have been possible. Thank you so much. And I would like to also mention all the people in MAT who have supported this cause behind the scenes and have worked tirelessly. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Please.
It's time now to enjoy a mesmerizing musical performance, a live orchestra, and a delicious dinner which is being served. Thank you everybody for being here and being such a wonderful audience.
Thank you so much.